Welcome everybody to my channel. I'm of course your host, Mega Mike the Movie Man. We have a super fun stream planned for you all tonight. We are doing a Harrison Ford film focus, so we're going to give some recommendations starring Harrison Ford, or at least Harrison Ford is in the movie. So I'm very excited to go over these recommendations tonight, especially because I don't have a ton of Harrison Ford stuff in my physical collection. So I'm hoping to get some recommendations here from these other panel members. But yeah, we're just going to have a fun time tonight talking some Harrison Ford movies. So we're going to try to do at least 5 recommendations each. And then by the end, we'll show our 5 recommendations and see who drafted the best Harrison Ford movies. I love to do that at the end just to see, okay, which stack would you go with? Who chose the 5 best? But yeah, we got some amazing panel members tonight. So Dave, this stream was chosen by you as a Mega Movie Master, a high tier member. You get to pick once a month a video or live stream choice that you'd like me to do. And this month you chose Harrison Ford. Can you tell the audience, why did you decide to go with Harrison Ford this month?
Well, the main reason I decided to go with Harrison Ford is because he is my number one favorite actor. And I've always liked him ever since I saw Star Wars and Indiana Jones.
Yeah, that's how I was introduced to Harrison Ford. So that's kind of where I know him from, the main franchise stuff. Some of his other titles, I'm like, you know what? I haven't seen a ton of Harrison Ford stuff outside of the franchises. So that's why I'm like, you guys are going to give me some great recommendations tonight. Fishing for Ford here. Fish. You a big Harrison Ford fan?
I am a huge Harrison Ford fan. He probably is my favorite actor as well. I've got this nice little Indiana Jones, Raiders of the Lost Ark. Oh my gosh, photo back here, sporting my Star Wars team.
I'm gonna zoom in on that. Let's see that photo real quick. Let's see if we can. Very nice.
Oh, nice.
I usually don't have it. I usually don't have it up, but yeah, I pulled it out for tonight. So
really cool. Wow.
I will have to grab something of mine that I have.
Oh yeah, for sure.
I'll do it towards the end of the stream.
That works. Let's see who we got here in the chat tonight. We do have Adrian out there. Hey, Adrian.
Yo, Adrian.
There we go. Yep. We got Craig. Hi, Mike. And guess what? What do you mean, what, Craig? What does that mean? I'm like, are you saying like, guess what? Like, you want me to guess something? Or are you saying hello to me and the guess, and then like, what? We need clarification on this, Craig. All right, so we might get joined here by another panel member here in a minute or two. We'll see. But Dave, what were you gonna say?
Oh, I put in a message in there.
Yes. Hello to everyone. You just want to be everywhere tonight, Dave. You're in the chat. You're on the stream. All right. And yeah, once again, for anybody viewing this at home, definitely feel free to smash that like and subscribe if you haven't already. Of course, support the channel and definitely consider any super chats or memberships if you want to support the channel on another level. Let's see. We got, I might as well just pick this one for my first choice. I mean, Patrick is already saying something. Remainders podcast, Temple of Doom reigns supreme, best indie movie. So you know what? I think that's gonna be. I'm just gonna pull it out for my first choice. Why not? And I'll go to my old school DVD collection. I do have them on 4K steelbooks as well, but I didn't want to, have to grab them all separate. So we'll go with the old school DVD box set. One of my first box sets I ever picked up. Saw this in Best Buy.
Awesome. It looks great. I love that photo on the back.
Yeah, they used to have physical media at Best Buy, so this was one of the first collections I picked up. I'm like, oh,
seems like it was eons ago.
I know.
I know, right? Oh my gosh.
I like the artwork on it.
Oh yeah. It was very cool. It looked just perfect. Just fit the box perfect. And so yeah, we will go with Temple of Doom. And actually, funny story, because I just started diving into the movies with this box set. But when I was really young, the first one I saw was, I think it was Last Crusade. So I started like opposite direction. And for some reason, like, when you're a little kid, you don't really understand, I guess, like time and whatnot. So because I saw Last Crusade first, some reason I thought that was the first movie. And then for some reason, I thought Temple of Doom was the last movie. And so I did not find that out till later. I'm like, wait, I had these all wrong the whole time. But anyway, Temple of Doom. I'm going to agree here with Patrick. Best Indiana Jones film of all time. For me, anyway. Hey, Dave, you could pull a different one if you want. Okay?
Yeah,
But
I'm
what
not
I
a
like
big fan. Oh, go ahead.
I was going to say, what I like about this one is it's different from all the other choices. All the other choices, so it just kind of feels similar, especially when you go Raiders of the Lost Ark, The Last Crusade. It just has a familiarity about it. But Temple of Doom kind of changes genres on you. It goes much more fantasy, much more horror elements. I mean, just like ripping out the beating heart was so shocking and terrifying when you're watching that. When you're young, you're like, what the heck is happening right now? Am I watching Mortal Kombat or am I watching Indiana Jones? So I like that shock factor there. I love how they did the carts just racing through the mine. That was really cool. And when you learn from the special features, like how they had to film it and use like camera tricks, and oh my gosh, that was just, masterpiece in filmmaking for that. Short Round, right? Great character, Ke Huy Quan, right? From the Goonies as well. I know, Fish, you love some Goonies over there.
I do. I love my Goonies.
He was so good in this movie as just like that sidekick to Indiana Jones. He was hilarious, but he really did help out Indiana Jones quite a bit. So I love that dynamic. I just thought this was really fun and different. And talking about fun and different, I got to bring this guy in. We got Huck.
Hey!
With the Indiana Jones stuff. Look at that right there.
There we go.
Scared. So yeah, Huck.
I met your pick.
I know you didn't miss much here. I'm starting off the first round.
Oh, this is round one? Okay.
This is round one. And my first choice was Indiana Jones Temple of Doom, because Patrick here said it was the best indie movie. I'm going to agree. I like it. I just think it's really unique and different from the other ones. So
I clearly approve.
Yeah. Perfection. And I feel like this one is more rewatchable than a lot of the other ones too. Like if I'm going to rewatch one of these movies tonight, probably going to be Temple of Doom over some of the other choices. So, yeah. You guys like that Temple of Doom choice? Dave apparently did not. Dave was like, don't like that one. Dave, why do you not like Temple of Doom? We have to hear it.
All right. Well, I saw this movie when I was young, and them ripping out the people's hearts was just terrifying. And I'm like, oh my God, am I going to get my heart ripped out? Well, so that used to scare me.
That's the point, the horror element to it.
See, I like
the suspense.
I like the third movie the best.
Oh, that was another good choice. But hey, are you going to choose that one for your first choice? Well, there you go. Go for it.
Well, hold on. Let me get to it.
No, Mike, I totally agree. I do enjoy the way that Temple of Doom was different, more of a horror, more fantasy. So I enjoyed that aspect of it. And then the reason I love these movies is because you can watch them in any order. Actually, technically, Temple of Doom is a prequel because it's set in an earlier time of the other two. The other two are more World War II, late 30s, early 40s oriented. So
was I correct this whole time? That could be the first one.
It would have been Temple as a prequel because it's set earlier time than Raiders or Crusade. So
there you go. I was right the whole time. That's why.
But yeah, no, I enjoyed as well for those reasons. Ke Huy Quan. Not a big fan of Kate Capshaw as, you know, the other lead. She's kind of annoying, but then, you know, it kind of calms down towards the end. But yeah.
Are you talking
but,
about that lady?
Yeah, Kate Capshaw. Yeah.
Yeah, she was so annoying.
Yeah. But I mean, it is what it is. Love interest, you need it in a Jones movie, so I get it. But yeah. So I enjoyed Temple of Doom as a kid as well. You know, didn't scare me that much because by that time I had already been watching The Exorcist and Nightmare on Elm Street. So
oh no,
yeah. So that was tame in regards to other stuff that I was watching at the time. So,
See,
but yeah,
I'm just now starting to get into some horror movies. So stuff back then scared me like that. I avoided any horror movies that were really scary.
I shouldn't have been watching them. I'm just saying I did.
And my mom,
you know, it was the 80s. You were home by yourself, you know.
I know.
TV was free reign, and you know what was on, you know, watch whatever you wanted. So
well, when my mom was home, she wouldn't let me watch those kind of movies, and she'd always take her hand and cover my face.
All right, Huck, you said you approved of Temple of Doom.
I mean, look, I think it has probably one of the better openings when he's, you know, at Club Obi-Wan, and he's got the, you know, Lao Che's ashes, and he's like spins it in the Lazy Susan. He's got the antidote. I think all that makes for just a super exciting. And I mean, I'm just gonna say, how hot does Harrison Ford look in that freaking opening? I mean, he's at his peak right there, and just the whole like, and the ice hits the ground, and the diamond's missing, and look, I get that Kate Capshaw, she's whiny and screamy, but I sort of love that. I love that she's not Marion. And she's kind of a one and done, and it is a prequel, so it's not like she got it. He went to her after Marion. It's a prequel, so it's just a fling he had prior to Marion. And so I sort of get a kick out of her, you know, and you know, Ke Quan as Short Round. I will say, him.
yeah, Ke Quan is really good.
Yeah, because he's got such a nice relationship with Indy. You're just like, oh, I'm like, we don't know much about it other than you just have to accept that maybe he saved him, and you know, and he's there for Indy, whatever Indy needs, and it's always, you know, and his little, you know, you call him Dr. Jones, lady, you know. I don't know. And the big thing with the rope bridge, it's one of the most spectacular stunts, and they even designed the dummies that fall to have mechanical arms, so when they fall, they're flailing. So it looks like stuntmen, because, you know, you probably kill the stuntmen. And I'm like,
just put Tom Cruise in there.
yeah, right. Tom would have just done the stunt. So, but I like it. I like quite a bit.
The one thing I will say about Temple of Doom that I do like at the end is when that guy falls and the crocodiles start eating them.
Exactly. Delicious.
You got the Wilhelm scream in there, you know.
Yeah.
But
so true.
I'm a big fan of crocodiles, so that's why I like the end of the movie.
That's cool.
All right, so Dave, you got The Last Crusade right there.
Yep. Sorry if it's glaring.
Oh, no worries.
All right, so the reason I like this one main reason is Sean Connery as his father, and you get kind of like the backstory of how Indiana Jones got the hat, and then I'm trying to think. So, and then he gets recruited to like find the Holy Grail, and then his father ends up getting shot, and he gives him the water from the Holy Grail and heals him. And you see all the Nazis trying to get it so they can live forever. I just thought that was a really cool premise. And the Holy Grail is something I've always thought is really interesting. Ever since I saw Da Vinci Code and this movie, so it's always fascinated me. I'm like, is it really real?
Yeah, I love that ending sequence where he just has to go through all those like trials.
Oh, that too. Yeah.
Yeah.
I forgot about that. The trials.
I always remember that cup scene too. It's like, and he fools the other person in drinking out of the fancy cup.
Mm-hmm.
And he used this historical knowledge. He's like, no, I knew what the right cup was.
So good. Yeah,
look at
buddy.
that.
Huck
There's the
has
cup,
lived
baby.
forever. Look at that. That's how we keep
Yep.
so useful.
Now let me put it down so I don't break it.
So that's my main reason I like this movie, but mainly because of Sean Connery and the backstory between all of it and the Holy Grail.
Yeah, that's a good one. That's probably my second favorite. Right?
Wow.
That's my second favorite. I love that one for those reasons as well. Sean Connery. I've been, growing up a Bond fan. With certain movies, I haven't seen them all by that time, but I did go through them all. But anyways, I love it also for River Phoenix. I'm a huge River Phoenix fan, and to see him as young Indiana Jones was a treat for me growing up, loving everything that River does. And to have him play young Harrison Ford, young Indiana Jones was amazing. You see where his fear of snakes comes from.
That too.
So I love this movie, the way it starts out. You get that backstory of him and his father, and then you see where the hat comes from. You see, how he progressed in, being the adventurer that he is.
Yeah.
So I really enjoyed it. And it's fun. It's fun. It's funny. It's fun. It's got great comedic moments, a lot of heart-touching moments as well between father and son. That's one thing I didn't touch on in Temple of Doom was the father and son kind of aspect of, Harrison and Key, Indian Short Round. I love that as well. That bond that they had, but also in this one, he's the younger one in this role. And, you got his dad there, Junior,
Yeah.
So,
don't call me that.
So I enjoyed this one. This one's like I said, my second favorite. Raiders is number one, but yeah.
If I had to rank my favorites, it would be this one first, then The Last Crusade, and then Temple of Doom last.
Well, what about Crystal Skull?
I like how the other two aren't even part of the ranking.
I know.
It's a trilogy. It's a trilogy. There's nothing after.
There is a trilogy.
I don't like Crystal Skull, but I like the other one mainly for the last few minutes.
The Dial of Destiny.
Yeah, because it ties up the end of Harrison Ford.
I haven't seen Dial of Destiny.
Oh gosh,
I'm refusing. I don't know. You know what? I should have refused to watch Crystal Skull too, but the Shia LaBeouf that got me at the time.
No, that was a big deal when that was coming out. I mean, we hadn't had an indie for 20 years.
Exactly, and I was excited.
We were all ready to go see that.
Yeah, and then they had the cast, and I'm like, shut up. Karen Allen's back. I'm like, bring her back, please. She was my favorite. Of his.
Oh yeah, everything on paper made that a must see.
It should have been perfect.
Yeah, Fish. I will say, if you ever decide to watch Dial of Destiny, if you want to skip through the rest of the movie, just watch the last few minutes. The last 10 minutes is really good. Is it 10 minutes or 5 minutes? I'm not sure. It might be like 10 minutes.
I'll give it 10 minutes.
That movie was 30 minutes way too long. To me, Dial of Destiny and Crystal Skull have both the same problem. They turn it into a science fiction movie in the last 30 minutes.
Actually,
that's where the movies lose it for me.
Yeah, science fiction. You're right.
Well, yes, it's time travel. That's science fiction.
Yeah.
Aliens, science fiction. Actually, I think Crystal Skull is pretty decent. Besides the ending is just no. And then of course the new refrigerator scene. But if you remove those two, it's actually decent. Like there's some cool action moments in there with
it's
the
got some good set pieces. Yeah.
I refuse to watch Crystal Skull, but I'll watch Dial of Destiny.
Yeah, I loved The Last Crusade. I think like you, it's my second favorite as well, Fish. It's like, I mean, look, you got Bond and Indy in the same movie. There's nothing to dislike about it. It's a little bit, like a repeat of Raiders. It's just sort of like, kind of redo Raiders a little bit, but it's still having the dad element in there. It's kind of funny because weren't they only like 12 years apart or something like that.
Yeah.
Like,
Yeah.
but he looks older, so it's fine.
Yeah.
But yeah, I just loved, and I thought that the Duty, the actress
Allison.
playing the villain, yeah,
Allison.
I thought she was a really good foil. in
Right.
that.
Yeah, I
Oh, no,
thought she was
absolutely.
good too.
And then he has some fun when he comes in. He goes, "I've got the sniffles," and he's trying to do an accent.
Oh,
and
yeah.
it's really bad. And I'm like, "Good try." Nice.
That was funny.
Yeah. No, it was great. It was great. It was a lot of fun. I really enjoyed it. So, yeah.
Yeah.
All right, so now we have Last Crusade off the board here.
Yep.
Fish, what are you choosing?
Okay, I am staying away from the franchises. Okay,
Thank
so
you. Thank you.
I am actually going with recommendations of some of my not indie, not Han Harrison movies. I'm going to start with my favorite non-franchise.
I know what you're doing, Fish. Come on. You play. I know where you're going.
Okay, so I'm probably not my favorite. I don't know. I can't pick a favorite when it comes to these three movies that I physically own. So I want to start with this one because it has another one of my favorite actors. I'm going with The Mosquito Coast.
Oh,
Oh my
that's a good
God.
one.
I
This
knew
movie
it.
is great. This movie is fantastic. It's so good. Harrison Ford plays an inventor. It's set in the 80s, so it's set in real time. But he becomes kind of fed up with the world, capitalism in America and everything. And he's got him and his family. His wife is played by Helen Mirren. His oldest son is played by River Phoenix. So that's probably why this is probably one of my number one top favorite Harrison Ford movies. But he's got a couple other kids. His two daughters actually are played by the two redheads from Great Outdoors. I've never ever seen them in any other movie except for this movie and Great Outdoors. So it was kind of cool when I went back and watched this recently to see them in it. I was like, oh, that's cool. But anyway, so he packs up everything and takes his family to, oh my gosh, Brazil, the Amazon. Oh my gosh, I can't. Yeah. Anyways, and they find this plot of land and they start building like a little home, and he runs into messes with the locals, whether it be tribes or businessmen, and also missionaries and such down there. He invents. Like I said, he's an inventor, so he actually invents a machine that produces ice, and so it's kind of highly sought after. And so it's just about him and his family living down there with nothing, and then the family kind of becoming kind of fed up with the way of life that he's brought to them. They miss the things, they miss some things, and that industrialized world had brought. So I think it's a fantastic movie. It's a really great drama. The struggle of Harrison Ford and wanting to live a more natural life as opposed to, capitalism and money. So I thought it was great. Performances by Harrison Ford, Helen Mirren, River Phoenix are fantastic in this thing. Like I said, it's wonderful. If you haven't seen it, definitely check it out. It's only available on DVD. Warner Brothers, this needs a Blu-ray at least. Warner Archive, something.
Warner Archive, I know. I put in so many requests to Warner Archive for that movie.
It's 4K. They're doing 4Ks now. Give this a 4K. So, but yeah,
Yeah,
Mosquito
I
Coast.
agree.
I love it. It's fantastic. Definitely check it out. It's a great drama. Yeah, yeah.
I definitely agree, Fish. That either needs a Blu-ray or 4K. Because I have a DVD too.
Yeah.
I got it off Groove. I think this year actually, and I watched it this year.
That's
was
nice
really
to know
good.
that it's still available.
I know.
And so you said it's a drama, so it's not
Yeah.
like a hopeful ending or anything like that. It's like sad. Bring the tissues, or
Probably.
okay.
Yeah.
No.
Yeah, it's not a romantic comedy, Mike. That's for sure.
No.
Oh, man.
Yeah, it's definitely not a romantic comedy.
Definitely one of his more serious roles.
Yeah. I mean, this came right after Witness. Same director, Peter Weir. So it's got that, not as much wheat blowing from Mike, so he can be okay with that.
Just more rainforest blowing.
There's some really cool like South American like elements to it.
Hey, nice mug.
I know. I pulled it just for you.
Look at that swag. Got a boy.
And so, Huck, you're a big fan of that one too, then?
Oh yeah, I enjoyed quite a bit. I had it ready to go because, like Fish, I wanted to like showcase some of the other films in his oeuvre, and that was definitely in my top 5. So thanks, Fish, for taking one off the
Sorry.
board. No, it's great. I was hoping, I had a feeling you would be in that camp. So
Yeah.
I again, this is one I have just dreamed of. Warner Archive, that they did like a polls asking everybody, what do you want to see on? And I just, every time I see the poll, I just go Mosquito Coast. I mean, for crying out loud, we have Frisco Kid with Gene Wilder, which is a way less known film with Harrison Ford than Mosquito Coast. So I'm kind of stunned that if you're going to pick the two, I'd probably pick Mosquito Coast.
Yeah.
So.
All right.
You should send me that poll next time they have it.
Yeah, I think it was just on their Facebook page. So.
Oh, really? It was.
Yeah.
Oh, I didn't know that.
Yeah.
I'm
go scroll on it.
I'm feeling hopeful. I really am. I'm feeling hopeful because let's see, Tim did that. Make a 4K set, and like some of my favorites in that have come to Blu-ray since then. So Stand and Deliver, Lean on Me just got announced for Blu-ray. So fingers crossed.
Was that in the box?
No, mine was like a teacher-oriented, set. So,
I was going to say, like, how does that factor into that?
Yeah, based on like real teachers. So I had like Mr. Holland's Opus in there, and Adric Mines, and But fingers crossed, they're going in the right direction.
That's right.
Giving these 80s films some love.
Go on, Warner Brothers.
Yep, come on.
All right, Huck. What are you starting with?
Well, I'll just okay. I'll piggyback off of Fish picking that, and I got it. This is like, got to go Witness. This is like I have to pick Witness because, and yes, I grabbed this one. I got the box over there, but I didn't want to drop it and screw up I covet that box. In fact, this is a Huxtamization. It's the DVD and Blu-ray, which you don't get anywhere else but in my house. But look, this is like full of wheat fields. My favorite thing to see on. No, but of course, this is Harrison. It's a very fish out of water thing that you don't normally see Harrison play, and I love that he fought for this. Like, he really wanted, because people in the industry kept saying, oh, but you're a hero figure, but he needed to turn the tide a little bit because he wanted to test those waters. And this was a good one because he's still a cop, so he's still kind of a tough character. So it wasn't like if he'd have done Mosquito Coast first, I don't think he ever would have made Witness, because that audiences weren't ready for him to do that. But they were ready for this. And man, it's such a beautiful story. He goes to the Amish country, and there's Kelly McGillis there, and he just falls in love, but it's a taboo love. And I mean, it's just such a wonderful acting piece. It's his only Oscar nomination to date, which is just tragically sad.
That is.
And I was surprised he didn't get one after with that, because I felt that was an even bigger challenge than this. And he was only beaten out by William Hurt for Kiss of the Spider Woman, which I saw that year. And I was just like, I like both performances, but as a Harrison fan, I was pulling for this. I really did think it was between the two of them. And you got a young Danny Glover in here as well.
Yep.
And Lucas Haas is amazing. Like, the little kid, like, it all hangs on the performance of that kid. And if you watched all the bonus features in either the big thing or the DVD, because the Blu-ray's terrible, it's got nothing. Then you realize just how the director came up to Lucas. It's that scene when he sees the Danny Glover kill that guy, and he's just looking out the crack of the bathroom stall, and he pulls back and he gets up, and he just couldn't nail that moment. And he, 30 takes or whatever, and the director pulls him aside and says, look, you're ruining this film. Like, he really went for the heart. And he goes, it all hinges on this performance right here. You have to get this right, or the film doesn't work. And like that's all and the very next take, he gets it. And it's a little out of focus too. If you catch it for 1 second, like the camera has to catch the focus because he's moving. But he said, thank you. Like that's it. That I'm not so worried about the soft focus for that moment, because that's exactly what I need. And just hearing those kind of things, it's just beautiful. So Witness, baby, number 1 right there.
But that's where the movie should have started. Skip past the wheat fields.
Just enjoy the cinematography. Just Mike. Just
I was going to say, and it's
skip ahead.
setting up the tone of where you're going to be, the majority of the time.
Oh gosh. I swear that had to been at least 10-15 minutes of wheat fields.
It was not.
You ruined my box set.
That's okay. We're gonna ruin each other's box set all night. So get used to it. Fish already took mine. I took yours.
Tug, you're the one that I'm kind of worried about, because like these two, they said that they're more of the franchise guys. So you're the one that I'm kind of, please don't steal it. You come right after me. Please don't steal one.
That's okay. I do. At least I'm after you. So like, what'll happen is you'll steal from me first, and then I'll take one of yours.
There we go. A little back and forth. All right.
But Mike, other than the wheat fields, do you at least appreciate this film? Is it great?
Oh, it's an excellent movie. Very, very good. I like how it mixes different genres too, because it's a drama, it has romance, and then you even get into an action scene by the end where it's like a Home Alone invasion style. That part's awesome.
And dude, that was a nail biter when they came up over the hill and they stopped the car, and just the three of them walking and sort of disappearing. I mean, that literally gave me chills. I'm like, they are coming in like as quiet as a church mouse, but they get spotted. Lucas rings that bell, and oh my god, it's such a good ending.
Detective cop movie.
Yeah.
So those are the kind of movies I like, where you mix a lot of different genres together, because if you can do it well, it keeps you interested the whole time. We just had to get past the wheat field. That's it.
Yeah, we get it.
That'd be my cut of the movie. Just start with the witness scene, because once you hit the witness scene, that's when it's just going full force. That's where it caught my attention. I'm like, oh my gosh, this is intense.
That's what chapter markers are for, Mike. Okay, now we can start.
I know, but at first I'm like, what the heck did you recommend me? I'm like, this is so not my kind of movie. I'm like, I'm like, this is Amish paradise. Like, what's happening here? Like,
Coolio song kicks in. Or no, Weird Al.
So there's some good choices here that have already been chosen for first round. So, wow. All right, let's see. Round 2, once again, franchise stuff for me. So let's get the big one out of the way. Let's go with Star Wars, but I'll give you a VHS one here. Ooh, let's see.
Which one?
Yes, we will go with, of course, the greatest one of all time.
Oh,
you got to do some Empire Strikes Back.
Poor Dave.
You got it. Because I do think Harrison Ford gives a great performance in that one. And plus, he has a lot to do, and he kind of gets bamboozled by the end, and they freeze him in carbonite, and they have the "I love you" scene and all that. So you got the little romance going on, and he's truly like a space cowboy in this movie. So I think, I would choose that one for his best performance. Between all three of the original, I would go with Empire Strikes Back. I think that's where he really shines.
Totally agree. Most definitely. Oh yeah.
And then the part where he says, I'm trying to remember.
Hey, man, I know.
Oh my God. Well, Princess Leia says, "You scrumpy little nerve herder." I forget what he says to her.
Who's scruffy looking?
Why, you half-witted, scruffy-looking nerve herder.
That's it.
Who's
You
scruffy
half-witted
looking?
that line.
Yeah. So good.
That is all funny. That whole scene.
Laughing at Buzzball.
Oh yeah, him and Chewbacca. That's one of the best dynamic duos. Right
And then
there.
Princess Leia. And then Princess Leia kisses Luke, and you find out later that that's her brother.
Yeah, she did that in the fourth one, right?
Yes.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. Yeah, I wonder if at that moment they knew where they were going with it, because that was a little odd.
Well, that just proves that Lucas didn't quite know where he was going. He is making it up as he went. But It's all right. You know, she just loves her brother a lot.
Well, you know,
We're very close.
you know,
Very close.
I watch reaction videos all the time, and people watch when people watch through the original trilogy and they get to Jedi and they get the reveal, and then their mind starts working overtime because they're like, wait a minute, did they kiss in that last movie? And I'm like, yeah, but you know, they didn't technically know each other were siblings at the time, so I mean, you can't. And I've seen some reactors be like, okay, I guess it's okay because they didn't know each other were brother and sister at the time. I was like, yeah, I mean, yeah. So, but Huck's right. You can kind of see like, you know, Lucas wasn't kind of doing this thing when he was going. But that is my favorite of the trilogy, the original trilogy as well. I love that. You know?
That is my favorite too.
Do you own the non-digitized versions in any form?
Well,
Anybody?
that's my VHS right there.
That's your VHS.
There
Is
you
nice.
go.
Good.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Mhm.
I was lucky enough to find the DVDs.
Oh, I have the DVDs as well too. Yep.
The original, yeah, the theatrical cuts. So
I have all 3 of these on 4K.
See, I can't do those special editions.
I mean,
actually, with the 5th one, I think that has the least amount of stuff added in.
I believe
that
so.
one
I believe,
a little bit better. But
Yeah.
once you get to the other ones, and it's like those sock puppets, like just, I'm like, what the heck is happening? Doesn't it look like that? They feel so out of place that added in like little alien creatures.
The only part I like at the end of Return of the Jedi, and I know a lot of people are gonna be like, why do you like that part? Is the part where Anakin shows up as a ghost. I like that.
Nope. Awful. What disrespect to Sebastian Shaw.
Yeah.
You know, that's disrespectful. I mean, I understand where they're coming from with it, because that's when his Jedi side passed, you know, his younger, you know, before he passed on to the dark side. I get where they were going with it, but F you, George Lucas, for doing that.
And
what disrespect to Sebastian Shaw for that. You know, you have that heartfelt moment with him and Luke, and you know, and then you just piss all over it. Don't get me wrong, I love Hayden Christensen. I do love Hayden Christensen, but no, you just get shat all over the man. You know,
the other reason why they did that is because Anakin was one of the highest midichlorians next to Yoda.
Don't get me started on that either.
Yeah.
And
Obi-Wan. You're just killing him.
So that's why they did that.
No, but
whatever their reasoning, it was straight up disrespectful.
Yeah, because he became good again when Luke.
Exactly, he redeemed himself to become Anakin again.
He brought balance to the Force.
Exactly.
Right. So that's the moment you need to see him as old Anakin.
Exactly.
I'm with you, baby. I'm with you.
I just like it as Anakin. I like it at the end. I'm sorry.
No, don't apologize. You know, you like it. You know, I feel differently, and I'm passionate about it. But yeah, yeah. But yes, Empire, fantastic movie, wonderful performance by everybody. It's the drama in the series. You know, it's
it's where the villains win.
Exactly, and you don't get that a lot. You don't get that a lot in movies, franchises. You know, the heroes are always right and number one. But I do love the fact that the dark side, comes out on top in this one. You know, it's different.
And
that's one of the few movies I have a video
movies like that anymore. We don't get a lot of movies like that anymore where the villain wins.
Right.
It's always the good guys.
And I did a video about my 15 perfect movies, and that's one of them. Like Empire to me is even without the the added stuff, it's a perfect movie. It's just the look of it, the tone, the pace, the writing, the acting, the effects. It all just is like mwah, chef's kiss,
Yeah, absolutely.
Oh, I feel good about my stack so far. Empire Strikes Back, Temple of Doom. Oh, it's a good stack.
Yeah.
All right,
Dave, what do you got?
All right. Well, I will be honest. I haven't watched this movie yet because I was busy watching The Last of Us.
So, K19. Oh,
19
Widowmaker. Nice.
Widowmaker. So I don't have very much to say on it, except it was one of the Harrison Ford movies I needed to pick up from my collection. And now I only need 9 more Harrison Ford movies. And then I own every single Harrison Ford movie.
Nice.
See, I
That's-
haven't seen that one.
I saw it in the theater. I do not remember too much about it. I really, really don't. I mean, it came out, I believe it came out in the time of like U571
Yep.
and so there was
Crimson
like
Tide.
submarine movies going
Crimson
hardcore that couple years,
I'm
like-
trying to see if
yeah.
I'm trying to see if the release date is on here. I don't see it.
So yeah, I know I've seen it. I just don't remember a whole lot about it. I don't.
I think I saw it once on TV many, many years ago, but I don't remember it.
It was 2002. So when that came out.
2002?
Yeah.
Okay. Then I
So
might have
that
not.
was right around that U571 era. So yeah.
Yeah, I don't think I saw this movie then. But like I said, it's part of my Harrison Ford collection.
I saw the film, and Harrison's actually got an accent in it the whole time.
Really?
So, yeah, because his character is Russian, right? Fish,
I
if I
believe
remember.
so. I believe so.
And-
Yeah.
And so it's a little not great because Harrison isn't really known as an accent actor, but he holds it well enough, Yeah, I think you'll like it. It's solid.
How's
I don't. I've only seen it once, so
how's Liam Neeson in it?
don't remember.
Exactly.
Okay.
That's where I am. I mean, like I said,
it needs a rewatch.
like I've seen it. I don't remember too much about it. So I
mean, here's the
definitely
thing,
it definitely needs a rewatch.
Yeah,
Yep.
like my favorite sub movies are like Red October and Crimson Tide. Crimson Tide, the drama and the acting in Crimson Tide just cannot be beat. So
Jake
Oh, yeah.
Gyllenhaal,
Widowmaker.
Denzel Washington,
yeah, I mean you're going toe to toe with two legends there. And then
Yeah.
Widowmaker is a decent sub movie. Like it's not one like I would put in Crimson Tide first or Red October.
Man, you guys are really selling me on that one.
Well, I
Well,
mean,
like I said,
we can't remember it.
I
We can't
need to give
remember
a
it.
rewatch.
But that's
Yeah, I
never a
can't
good
remember
sign.
it.
If you can't remember a movie, usually it's like,
I mean, that
No,
doesn't
not
mean
really.
anything. 20-something years ago, I saw it in the theater. It's just, it just wasn't one that I remember that I needed, to rewatch like some of the ones I'm recommending, or some of the others that you guys have recommended. Their rewatchability and yeah. So
But I just bought this, so I haven't had the time to watch it because, like I said, I was watching The Last of Us.
All right.
Getting
Well,
ready
you'll
for
have to let us know how it is that you
Right.
got to get
Yep.
back to us and go.
yeah, because I don't own K19. So yeah.
all right, Fish.
All right. Oh, I'm going another drama.
Here we go.
I love this movie so much. I rewatched it last night. I saw it in the theater when it first came out. It's a fantastic Mike Nichols film. Got Harrison Ford and Annette Bening. I love this movie so much. It's so good. It's regarding Henry.
Oh, that's a good
If you've never seen this, okay, it's a story about a high-powered lawyer who works for a big corporation, or works for a big law firm, and they're kind of screwing over the little guy.
Yeah, I remember that.
But he's married to Annette Bening, and they have a daughter. He's very, very corporate, very stern, very no nonsense kind of guy. He happens to go down to the convenience store one night, and a robbery takes place. And he kind of tries to diffuse the situation, but he gets shot.
I
I
remember this one.
a couple of times, and when he comes to, he has to start over. Like, he can't speak, he can't walk. One of his injuries is a head injury, and he has to start from scratch. And so he's in the hospital. He's physical therapy, and his physical therapist is one of my favorite characters in this movie. I can't remember who it was. And it doesn't say on here too. Anyways, but their relationship was fantastic. So with him starting over, he's got to relearn, how to walk, how to speak, how to write, how to, all the things, how to learn, right? Basically relearning. And it's a great dichotomy of like how he started and where he's at and how he ends up. It's wonderful. It's a very touching movie because in the beginning, like I said, he's very cold, very corporate. But by the end of the movie, he's, family, takes
Family
over, and he
oriented.
has a great relationship, gets back to where he should be. It's a wonderfully heart-touching movie. The performances are fantastic. Him and Annette Bening are great. The daughter's wonderful in this as well. I when I watch a movie, I don't really pay attention to who makes it unless I know who made it. But I didn't even know that Mike Nichols made this, and he has one of my other favorite movies in my heart. It's so good. But regarding Henry, if you've never seen it, check it out. It's fantastic. It's a wonderfully touching movie.
I actually own that movie on DVD too.
And then this is another one that's only available
Yeah,
on DVD.
I was gonna say, Fish.
Come on, Paramount, where you at?
I know. I did
So-
a video recently,
So-
and I yelled out different studios, and I said, Paramount, get on this. Do a Paramount Presents.
It's
That would be a
wonderful.
good
It's great.
Paramount Presents.
Yeah,
It's fantastic.
what?
It's so good. I would love a Paramount Presents with some, extra features and stuff on here. But yeah, I really enjoyed this movie. It's fantastic. I saw it in the theater. Like I said, it's beautiful. Yeah, really,
And that's
really.
another one, Fish. Wouldn't you say that should have been like an opportunity for another Oscar
Oscar
nomination
nominee.
for him?
Yeah, absolutely.
Oh
yeah,
and
for
get this,
sure.
like
To-
written by
like, to
J.J.
see where
Abrams.
Well, yeah, to see where he started and the accident, and then
Yeah. It's a
having to
great
rebuild his life from scratch. So it's wonderful. Mike, I definitely think you'd like this one a lot. So
And I
recommend this
didn't
one.
remember that J.J. Abrams wrote it.
Yes. I when I was watching it last night, I saw that and I'm like, shut. What?
What? I know. I
I'm
love
like,
this.
what? So
And I like his movies. He's the one that did the remake Star Trek stuff, right?
Yeah. Yeah.
Yep. I like those, and I like Mission Impossible 3. He did that
Yeah.
one, right?
Oh, it's my favorite
Yep.
Mission Impossible.
That's my favorite too. So I'm like, I gotta like this one. I gotta check it out.
So
And
yeah,
then-
check it out. He wrote it. Mike Nichols is a fantastic director. Mike Nichols, I don't know. I'm another one of his movies, Closer, is fantastic. It's a small cast as well, but he really knows how to tap into human emotion and everything, and it's wonderful. He knows how to pull a performance out of somebody. It's so good. So definitely, please check Regarding Henry out. Anybody in the audience, if you haven't seen it, definitely check it out. It's so
Yes,
good.
definitely check it out, audience. But what I was
need to
gonna
copy.
say, J.J. Abrams did 3 of my favorite TV shows:
Hmm.
Lost,
Yep.
Fringe, and Person of Interest.
Right.
He did all 3 of those. So, yeah, I didn't know he did that movie. I'll have to give it another rewatch.
Yeah, I completely forgot about it until Huck said something, and I was like, "Oh yeah, he did." Yes, yeah, I saw that in the credits, and I'm like, "What the what?"
Oh, it's on Paramount. Well, that's good.
There you go.
If you don't have a
Paramount
copy,
Plus. There you go.
then go
Check it
give it
out.
a look-y-loo.
It's on Paramount Plus.
Yeah, nice.
Well, then
And
just put it out on 4K already.
I
Paramount.
know, which means
it's
it's
gonna
probably-
be in HD.
I was just gonna say it's probably HD at least. So,
But we need another 4K release of Indiana Jones. We need more of those.
we're good.
No,
I need at least 5 4Ks of that. Okay.
No, I
I
don't
have
need
my
any more
4Ks. I'm
Indiana Jones.
All right, Huck. What do you got?
All right. Sorry, Fish. I'm gonna probably snag another one. I friggin' love this movie. This is an absolute good time. I'm sorry. It is. It's up there with one of my favorite performances of his. He's oh, what the hell? We're just going 6 days, 7 nights.
Man.
Oh,
Anne Heche. It's like just a good time. And like David Schwimmer's in this. I knew Fishman because Schwimmer is so good in this as well. He's kind of like a nice guy, but sort of does something not so nice in the repercussions. And he's adorably goofy when it happens. But Harrison's fantastic in this. His, curmudgeon pilot, and she basically needs to go to this island and work on writing, and she basically gets a ride from him, and then he crashes one of the times. He's like I'm the best pilot. What are you talking about? I've flown with you twice, and you've crashed half the time. And I'm like, that's hilarious. And
I got you halfway.
Yeah. Oh my god.
Wait.
And so again, this is one I am absolutely flummoxed, to use a toilet paper word of the day, why this doesn't even have a Blu-ray. Yeah,
wanna know
Van
why?
Gool, this is only on DVD.
Well, you can thank Disney for that. It's a touchstone.
Yeah, I was going to say this is Touchstone, which means you're probably never going to see it past this.
Yeah,
They did
hopefully
have
now Sony, the Sony deal.
they did have the digital.
We could get a $70 steelbook.
There was a Black Friday deal, I guess, either iTunes or whatever had this for the HD version. So I bought that for $5 just so I have, something a little bit better than this to watch. So I'm happy right now to have this and an HD digital, but happy would be to see this. That's like 3 big Harrison movies in a row. Like we, aren't on.
I'm like, the mystery is solved though. Now I know why I haven't seen many Harrison Ford movies.
Because of
No Blu-ray, no.
Yeah, stuck on DVD. Yeah.
I know. I was looking
Yeah.
at my collection. I'm like, I don't have many.
Like Huck, this was going to be my next one. So,
Yeah.
oh my God, I love this movie so much. It's because I think this was the first time I'd seen him do comedy. I never saw The Frisco Kid growing up.
Yeah.
So this is the first time I've seen him do a comedy.
This
and
one's
oh
better.
my God, I loved it. It was
Yeah.
so good. The back and forth with him and Anne Heche.
It's
I
so
love
good.
her. I love her as well. To me, she's a very underrated actress in my book. She doesn't get enough love. Rest in peace. But I found this so fun and funny and adventurous, and yeah, it's a great time. Once again, David Schwimmer, I gotta love it. It's a Friends fan.
Yeah, it's like
he's goofy in it as well. It's great.
It's like a Romancing the Stone kind of adventure.
Exactly, and that's why I like it. Yes,
I
love those movies.
And Anne Heche, she has so many great lines. She's like, "Can't you just glue it back on?" No. She says, "Can't you just put it back on?" He goes, "Yeah, I'll just glue it back on."
Aren't you one of those guys? One of those guys standing out in the woods with a toothpick and a paper clip, and he builds you them all.
Yeah,
so good. It's so good.
Fish just swim up my pants. He goes in for it.
So, Mike, if you've never seen this, I think you'd have a good time with this one. This one's a lot of fun. I really.
No wheat fields, 0.
Yeah, it sounds really good. It sounds like it's right in my wheelhouse.
Yeah, it is.
It's a lot of fun.
This is knowing you, Mike. This is in your wheelhouse. I think you'd like it.
Yeah, you would, Mike.
Plenty of action, very funny.
Yeah,
there you go.
I wonder if that's streaming anywhere. We gotta hear it out there, people. Where's that?
Maybe Hulu, since Hulu's part of Disney.
That's
maybe
true,
Disney Plus.
I wonder.
Caveman, let us know in the chat.
Caveman will check it out.
If not, you can always rent it or buy it off iTunes.
What? Rent digital? I stand against that.
Yeah.
Might as well rent air. What is this?
Well, I mean, okay.
I don't rent digitals either, Mike. I prefer my stuff physically.
All right, Huckster. Now I'm gonna find another one.
All right, buddy. That'll be the last steal. I feel that'll be the last one.
Maybe. I don't know. I think you and I are kind of on the same level when it comes to Harrison here.
Yeah, we'll see.
All right. Well, speaking of air, we have Air Force One.
Nice transition.
There we go. Look at that nice steelbook right there, by the way. Yeah.
I love that. I love that steelbook.
I had to pick Air Force One because I'm very limited on titles here, but get off my plane. Love that moment. Really good thrilling moment. I mean, he's just freaking amazing in this movie. It's like, oh my gosh, he's going all out here. A lot of good action too. And so, yeah, it's an easy watching movie.
Oh yeah.
I haven't seen Air Force One. I think most people can enjoy that one.
Love Air Force One.
I took it from you, huh, David? We'll talk about it. What do you love about it?
That's an
Uh,
excellent pick.
on it.
Gary Oldman, Harrison
Wow.
Ford.
Oh, he's great. He's
Gary
a good
Oldman's so
villain.
good.
Yeah.
I don't know who the actress is who plays his wife, but I thought she was really good. And then one of the guys is from Jurassic Park 3. I don't know his
William H.
name.
Macy.
That's him?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah. He's also really good, too. Yeah, but I really like that movie. I'm definitely going to watch it again on 4th of July. Because, was it 4th of July or President's Day? Huck, when did you do that video where you listed different movies with presidents?
Presidents. Yeah.
Oh, well, I did that close to the election. So that was in November.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, because I was doing it to like rally people to go out and vote.
Okay,
So
yeah.
on voting day, I dropped, my favorite presidential movies, and no one gave a crap. No one watched it.
I watched it.
Well, I appreciate that. All the cool people watched it.
Right.
Mike. Say you
Oh,
watched
yeah.
it even if you didn't.
Oh, yeah.
But I'll probably watch it whenever President's Day is.
Well, there you go. And I do think I might have another digital code of it. So if you maybe want a digital code, if I have it, I'm like 50% sure, then feel free to become a member.
There it is.
No,
No,
I really do think I have one. I'm like, do I have
Oh,
one? I think I might.
Caveman said 6 Days, 7 Nights isn't streaming anywhere. See?
Oh,
So
see, there you go.
hold
of
on to
time
those
then.
DVDs.
You're right. Right.
I've actually seen that movie a couple of times when I'm thrifting, and I'm like,
Out and about.
at least it's out there. But
Right,
get it.
right.
I actually got mine off Amazon for a pretty good deal. I got it for like $7.99.
That's good.
Man, this thing is so beat up. This is probably one of my original DVDs. Yeah, it's got dog bites in it, and yeah.
There's love on that thing.
Right. But no, yes, absolutely. I really enjoy. Oh shit! What were we just talking about?
Air Force One.
Air Force
Air Force
One.
One.
Get off my
I love
screen.
Air Force One. Gary Oldman is another one of my favorite actors. I adore him. He's fantastic in everything that he does. Great action scenes,
Yes, very good action.
great plot. It's just fantastic.
And he makes a terrific president.
Oh no,
Yes,
very
he does.
presidential. You totally believe that
Like,
he
he's so
could
good.
be president.
Harrison
Absolutely.
Ford should run for president.
I wish.
I know.
Yeah, I mean, I can't be worse.
Nope.
So I have a pretty good pile so far. Man,
Yeah.
Empire, Temple, and some Air Force One.
All right. So
All right,
I'm
Dave,
next.
what do you got?
All right, Dave.
Before anyone takes this,
There you go.
Patriots game.
It was on my stack. You did it just in time, Dave.
I did?
Just in time.
Oh, good.
That's right.
So what is the movie about, Dave? Because I have not seen that one either.
All I know is it's
Whole Jack Ryan collection right there.
Oh yeah.
Tom Clancy, Jack Ryan movie. I just bought this recently and I still haven't watched it.
It's good. Check it out. Oh, yeah.
I know it's very good. I've seen it a few times on TV when I was younger, probably like in my early teens. That's where I watched it at. So, and I saw this on sale for $14 on 4K. So I pulled the trigger.
That's a
And
good price.
it even came with a slipcover too.
And basically, Mike, if you need, he's like he interferes with like an assassination, right? And so the people that were trying to do it go, seek to get revenge on Jack Ryan and his family, and it's a real nail biter, man.
It's a good one.
That's the one.
Philip Noyce was the director, and it's a good thriller. If you like James Bond movies, this is kind of like that.
It's in that, it's in that wheelhouse. It's in that genre. Yeah.
Is this the one with Sean Bean?
That's I think that's Clear and Present. Is it Patriot?
No, it's Sean Bean's in that one.
In that one? Okay.
Although if it's Sean Bean, he probably doesn't live.
And then you also got the late James Earl Jones in it also.
That's right, man. James
Earl
Jones.
Yeah.
Samuel L. Jackson's in there.
Oh, he is?
Well.
Oh, I didn't even know that.
Thor Birch plays his daughter.
Yeah.
Ann Archer's the wife.
Yep.
Oh,
so I feel
I'll
like
have to keep an eye open for Samuel Jackson in this time.
It seems like Harrison Ford has done a lot of like action thrillers then.
Yes.
Out of this All right.
But I definitely recommend this one, Mike. Very good movie.
There you go. Yeah.
Have you not seen any of the Jack Ryan movies, Mike?
Nope.
Now it's funny because they start with there's different iterations of Jack Ryan.
Yeah,
so
they are.
Beginning, you've got Hunt for Red October, and it's Alec Baldwin. So
I need to see that too.
So
there's a whole franchise then. It's like a collection.
Dude,
it's Jack Ryan collection. Yeah.
Okay.
And Connery is so good in Hunt for Red October. So, Mike, if you get a good deal, like I think I waited and got this like $35, and it's 5 movies. So you've got 2 Harrison Fords, 1 Alec Baldwin, Ben Affleck.
Ben Affleck, yeah.
And then Chris Pine does sort of like a reboot. Chris Pine's, I think, is like the least of all of them. I think that it just seems to, it's okay. But I like Ben Affleck's better than that. But
I do enjoy Some of All Fears. Yeah.
Some of All Fears is really good.
So
the part where the nuclear bomb goes off in the United States, I'm like, oh my God, we would never want that to happen.
But yeah, I might definitely check out. If you like Mission Impossible, I think you'd like these movies. So
I didn't know that set was out there, Huck. That 4K set. I'm like, ooh.
Oh, buddy, add the cart. It's a good one. In fact, I used to have all the Blu-rays, but as soon as I saw that come around and there was a good sale on it, I was just like, I'm gonna get rid of those Blu-rays, because this is also a combo set, so it's 4Ks and Blu-rays in the set.
Man, that's nice.
So see, it's got them both in there. So
I don't know how I missed that. Man,
I want to get the combo set of the Jack Ryan TV show.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, you know what? That's probably what I thought that set was, and that's why I probably skipped over it. I'm like, Jack Ryan set.
Oh yeah.
And they're different people. There's a Jack Reacher and a Jack Ryan. Why does everybody start with Jack? I don't.
It's a good strong name.
I actually like the Reacher show a lot.
Oh, Reacher's awesome. Awesome.
I love it. My mom really enjoyed it because I got her the first season for Mother's Day recently. Oh no, her birthday. I got it for her this year in February, and she watched the first season. She's like, I want to get the second season now. I'm like, maybe for Mother's Day.
There you go. Spread the love.
Yep.
All right, Fish, you're up.
Okay, well, I'm kind of torn between what I want to go with next because I'm scared of Huck.
Come on, let's go.
Okay. Well, one of them I watched just recently for the first time and thought it was fantastic, but there's another one here that I really love. And it is What Lies Beneath.
Oh. I have the 4K of that on pre-order.
Nice. Yeah. This movie is so good. If you've never seen it, it's the story of a woman played by Michelle Pfeiffer. She's married to Harrison Ford, who is I believe a professor, or at least a research scientist, I believe. Anyway, so this is like a supernatural thriller. I would kind of boil it down to. It's really good. Michelle Pfeiffer starts having visions or not premonitions because it's something that happened in her past, but anyways, she starts having memories start coming back to her, and then all these weird things start happening around her, and she's got some weird neighbors that she think are kind of murderers ish, right, she thought. But anyways, like I said, supernatural thriller, fantastic movie. It's great. Harrison Ford plays a role in this that you wouldn't expect him to, because he's always Han Solo or Indiana Jones. He's that adventurous kind of hero type, and this role is completely different for him in that aspect. So no spoilers, because Mike, I don't know if you've seen this or not. But...
No, I have seen that one.
Okay, so yeah, but yeah, I love this movie so much. Like I said, it's a different role than he's ever taken. It's dark. So I really enjoy it for that reason, because like I said, growing up, he's always been Indiana Jones or Han Solo, or even in some of these other dramas that I've got, like regarding Henry and stuff. So this was a nice twist on that, directed by Robert Zemeckis, so great film.
I'm actually getting rid of my Blu-ray copy because when I get the 4K, you get a Blu-ray and the 4K.
There you go.
Oh man, shoot, I'll take a Blu-ray.
I'll take it.
I have to watch it again, though.
And I'll send you a Blu-ray.
I definitely have to watch that one again, because I streamed it a couple weeks ago when I know we were doing this Harrison Ford stream, and I did not know what to expect.
Yeah,
so I'm like, this is getting really weird. Like, what the heck is this? Because it turns into more fantasy than anything, and I thought it was just going to be like a straight up like crime drama.
Right. Yeah, no, I like the fact that it kind of throws you for a loop with the supernatural aspect.
It totally threw me for a loop by then, and I'm like, oh my god, this is going off the rails. What the heck is happening here? And then when you see it's directed by Bobby Zemeckis, you're like, oh, okay, that makes more sense now. So now I need to go back and rewatch it with understanding that, because at first I'm like,
different eyes
happening. This movie is giving me a headache now. I don't know what's real, what's not real. And I'm like, is this girl like just delusional? And I'm like, what's happening?
I mean, that's where she thinks she's at too. She starts going to the shrink and stuff. So yeah.
And speaking of Michelle Pfeiffer, I mean, there's a legend that has not received an Oscar yet either.
Oh my God!
How? I feel like it's just slipping away at this point, but man,
she could have a Demi come back.
She could.
She's, I mean, all these great '80s actresses are, making comebacks. People are loving the nostalgia of, what they remember them being. It's wonderful. But yeah, I think she was nominated for Fabulous Baker Boys.
Yeah, she was.
Yeah, so yeah,
she was.
I haven't seen too many Michelle Pfeiffer movies.
She's fantastic.
I think the only two movies I've seen are that one and the Batman movie.
Batman
where she's where she's Catwoman.
She's great.
Yeah,
I feel like she should have got nominated for that.
Right? Oh no. Meow. So good.
Oh my god, I love seeing the behind the scenes and where she's doing the whip. She takes off all three heads in one take. That's so good. Anyways, but yeah, what lies beneath? Yeah,
good pick.
Good pick.
All right, Huck.
I'm worried about Huck. What
was Huck gonna pull there?
Well, all right. So you had what lies beneath? Yeah. All right. All right. So I'm trying to be nice because I feel like there's blockbusters that the boys upstairs need to not get stolen. Because I want to pull one right now, but.
Pull it.
I will refrain. This is number 4, Mike. Is that right?
Number 4.
All right. So I don't know. I don't know if anybody's pulling this one or not. So I'm going to go ahead. This is not the one I was going to pull, but I'm going to go ahead and pull this because I don't know if you guys are grabbing it. And I'm just going to go. I haven't seen this yet. It's Blade Runner. Blade Runner is like a fantastic. This is another film that didn't resonate with me when I first saw it, because I was coming off of Indiana Jones and Star Wars, and then this was a very slow pace. Like Ridley Scott's earlier stuff, sort of has a pace. Like the first Aliens, Legend, they all have that kind of similar pace. that kind of, yeah, I know what you're saying, Jordan. It is a zonker. It's one of those I think you have to come to terms with, which is a very strange thing to say about this film. But once you do, the movie sticks with you a little better, because yeah, I'm with you. It's a very snoozy movie. I think when I was even in the theater, I was probably like nodding off. I was like, what is this thing? But I mean, I've just come to grow to love this. I love the cast. It's like Daryl Hannah, Sean Young, of course Harrison. You got Edward James Olmos. It's just chock full of great performances and visually stunning. Yeah. Oh, and yeah, of course, Rutger Hauer as one of the greatest bad guys of all time. Yeah. I mean, and that scene at the end, that soliloquy where he's holding the dove and he's like, I've seen things you people wouldn't believe. And he just goes on to I mean, it's such a good moment. And he lets go of the dove and he chooses life over death. Like he chooses to let Harrison live over, it was just, I don't know. So the longer I've gone down watching this film, the more I like it. So yeah, I kind of felt like it wasn't going to get pulled by you guys. So I pulled it.
Yeah, that's not my favorite Blade Runner movie.
Yeah.
I agree. I like the sequel better.
Never seen the sequel.
Oh, the sequel
I
really
like
fun.
the second one better.
Yeah.
Also.
Snore. I was so bored by the sequel that I literally started doing laundry so I could stay awake while watching it.
Oh my
wow.
god! See, I thought the
I'd rather
sequel had
vote
more
for
action.
Because it was so predictable. I knew exactly who Ryan Gosling was. I knew what he was when they're like, oh, there's a daughter. I'm like, there's only one girl in the movie. So of course she's the daughter. Like there's no surprise.
See, I like that. I'm like, I understand the movie now. Yay! Where the first one, I'm like, I'm both confused and bored by
Yeah,
this first one.
Right.
Yeah, that's how I.
But I know a lot of people love the second one, so that's fine.
That's how I felt by the first one. Also, I felt so confused
Me
and
too.
bored.
I'm like, I don't get what the heck is happening here. Like, what's
Yeah.
Well, that's why I think that the original release was poor. When you get to the director's cut, and it's a little bit more by the like, you kind of get what's going on, and some things are explained a little bit better. I mean, it was so bad that they had to get Harrison Ford to do a voiceover in that theatrical cut that you guys probably watched to explain things. And even Harrison's like, I don't want to do that. This is boring. And he sounded bored delivering the lines because he said, if I do it bad enough, they won't use it. And they used it. He literally read the lines poorly so they wouldn't use it, and they still used it. It's like,
Oh my god.
Yeah. Yeah, you'll hear Harrison tell that story too in the bonus features. But yeah, Rutger is what he's the star of the movie.
Basically, yeah. It's crazy.
He steals every scene he's in.
Yeah, Blade Runner will be my very last movie I purchase of Harrison Ford. I'll purchase my last 8 before that one.
That'll be your last one. There you go.
Yep.
all right?
Well, good. I'm glad I killed the mood. Let's go ahead.
Most people love that movie. Like that's some people's like top 100 or even top 20 favorite movies of all time.
It's because of the spectacle of it all at the time. We hadn't seen a world like that. Built. That extensive. Ridley Scott. Back in the late 70s, early 80s, was a visionary. He's kind of still is, but I think it was more world building visionary at that time. I
mean, think about the world in Alien that he built, and then the Legend world that he built. Like he was all about visuals, which is why Harrison didn't click with him as a director, because he wasn't good at directing Harrison. He was good at saying, "Hey, put a fan up there. I want to see it turning in the wind." And Harrison's like, "Can we talk about
slow down the rotations?" And
I
need atmosphere. I need So.
Yeah, he was all about atmosphere instead of story and directing. So.
Yeah, needs more exposition, that movie.
Every
step of the way. Give me some.
Yeah, I definitely agree with
happening
Mike. It needs more exposition.
Well, you need to. Like, if you're doing a sci-fi movie, which is fantasy, which we don't inherently already understand because it's something different, it's like, you need to give me a little bit more.
I was going to say, well, I kind of get what you're saying, especially when you're thrown into a new world. Like a new, environment, and you don't know what's going on. But I get what you're saying.
There was one more thing I was going to say, but now I forgot. I heard they were doing an animated TV show or something.
I have not heard that. Wow. All right.
All right, Mike, what you got?
Are we on our?
What?
Is this the last one?
I think it's the last one.
Yeah.
Is it really? I thought it was the fourth one. What did I have? I had Temple.
Yeah.
I had Air Force
Empire.
One. I had Empire Strikes. No, I've only had
Air Force One.
Yeah, that's 3, right?
Okay, so it's 4.
We're number 4.
Okay.
Number 4.
Puck stole mine, so it threw my list off.
There you go.
I just hope Mike doesn't steal mine.
I don't think I'm going to, but I will give you a more entertaining sci-fi Harrison Ford movie. And that's going to be this little hidden gem, Ender's Game.
Okay.
So I blind bought this one. I heard nothing but bad things about this movie. And I watched it and I'm like, what the heck is everybody talking about? This is at least just a fun time. Like, it's a good like family movie.
Right.
So I enjoyed it. I mean, I don't remember a ton from it. I do need to rewatch it again, but I remember that one time watch. I'm like, oh, this is way better than I thought it was going to be because it got so much hate. I'm like, oh my gosh. But it's fun. It's not a boring movie. And that's the one thing I can't do boring movies. So as long as you're not a boring movie, I will take that all day. And isn't this one on a book? Is it Ender's Game?
It's a young adult novel. And I think that's why people gave it a lot of hate. It's because it's a young YA novel. But I don't know if they were true to the story or not. I don't know. I didn't read the novel, but I enjoyed Ender's Game for what it was, like you said, a fun kid adventure movie, yeah.
Yeah, and there were some cool scenes in there, like the training sequence I remember was really cool too, how he like outsmarts everybody. And so you get to see kind of how his like mind plays out and all that. It's very strategic, like a chess game almost. So I thought that was really cool. And Harrison Ford, was good in the movie too, as kind of, I guess, the mentor kind of father character once again, right? So yeah. I'll take it. Ender's Game. I know nobody else was going to pull that. So,
I mean, it's okay. It's a forgettable sci-fi that no one will talk about. Not like Blade Runner. But it's fine. Yeah, I'll let you have it.
Yep.
All right, Dave.
No, I enjoyed it. I had fun with Ender's Game. I mean, it is what it is. It's directed toward a younger audience.
That's true.
So.
All right, my next movie is one of my favorites with him.
The Fugitive.
Yeah, that's what I was gonna do, Dave. Yeah. I let you have it. See,
really? Thank you.
Yeah, that's why I was like. That's why I said, I'm gonna leave the blockbusters to the boys upstairs. All right.
Is your cover different than mine?
Well, hell yeah, it's one of my customs, bud. See,
Well,
it's got a Blu-ray in it because you don't got no Blu-ray in yours, do you? Go ahead, open it, show the world.
I gave my mom the Blu-ray.
And see, it's also reversible.
Is that the Blu-ray slip, huh?
Yeah, it is.
Oh, okay.
Reversible art. There's the DVD. But I sort of wanted that traditional Blu-ray art, and then for some reason on the black case, it just looked really cool.
It looks fantastic.
Yeah. I mean, I like their new one too, but that one's just so dope. And since I did
it's original. I always love original posters.
Absolutely, yeah. You and me both. So
yeah.
But go ahead, Dave. Your pick.
If I had the original poster, I would definitely put that in here, but it didn't come with it, so I'm stuck with this.
Mm-hmm.
All
make a custom.
What do you need to make a custom one?
You just need the Blu-ray. If you happen to have the Blu-ray as well, you just get a 2-disc case, slap the Blu-ray and the other disc inside, and then put both pieces of artwork in it.
Oh, well, I gave my mom the Blu-ray, so I'm not going to do that.
Arm wrestler for it. Come on, Mom. I won again. Damn it, Mom.
All right, so Fugitive, what I like about this movie is Harrison Ford is they accuse him of murdering his wife, and he keeps saying, a man came into my house and murdered my wife, and a man with a hook. And I like that part. And then the scene with where Tommy Lee Jones is running down the, is it like a water spill or
Yeah.
water spill thing? And then he jumps into that water, and they probably had to use a stunt double, because if Harrison Ford would have done that, he probably would not have survived. That is a very dangerous thing.
I think that stunt is a dummy.
Yeah, it's pretty dummy. It's
the
pretty,
body's like
the legs are crossed together.
Yeah.
Oh, really?
Because any human that hit that, they would just be decimated by the waves. So.
Yeah.
Coming down from the rest of the water hitting them. Yeah.
Yeah. They would have had to use a dummy.
Yeah.
But yeah. I think that scene is one of the best scenes in Harrison Ford cinema, next to some other ones, but I really enjoyed that part.
Right.
And then he says, "I didn't kill my wife," and
I don't care.
I don't care.
That's great. And that's
one
what
of the
Tommy won
greatest
the Oscar.
lines.
Right there.
You know what's funny is that's what they use during the Oscars. You know, when they pull up the little film reel and that's what they use. I don't care, and then it cut, and everybody's like,
"Give that man the Oscar."
This is one of my favorite movies with him. And then he ends up finding out that somebody did kill his wife, and it really was a man with the hook.
Yeah.
See, that's why you need better security, right?
Yep.
You gotta really
You'll learn the hard way.
They didn't have that type of security back then. Back in those days, we don't have all those little.
The movie wasn't that old, was it?
Yeah, I think they did.
93, 94, somewhere around there. Yeah.
Yeah, 94. But
when he was talking, I didn't mean to chuckle when Dave was talking about the killer or the hookman, but for some reason, right when he said that, Ace Ventura popped in my head. He was
really?
It was the one-armed man.
Yeah, the one-armed man.
But I love The Fugitive as well. It's fantastic. It's Oscar worthy.
Yes,
Tommy Lee Jones one. So
he definitely.
It was great. I love the cat and mouse of it all. I love a cat and mouse, kind of crime thriller. They're always fun.
Definitely.
That's a good one. That's a great
pick. That's a great pick. Absolutely.
But he definitely should have been nominated for this movie. I definitely agree. And it's very sad that he wasn't.
Yeah, he had a lot of string of strong performances. That
I know.
And that's what blows my mind. Exactly. Mosquito Coast and, many others.
And on that, why hasn't he at least received an honorary Oscar?
Honorary by now?
Of all the actors, he's the only billion-dollar actor. At least he certainly was before the Marvel Universe kicked in. Like, he earned it on every movie, not on, using Marvel money.
Right.
He was the first billion-dollar actor, and then still we can't give the guy an Oscar. Let's go. Come on.
Yeah.
Jackie Chan's got one. Come on. Let's give one Harrison Ford.
Him and Ray Fiennes, they both deserve honorable Oscars.
Yeah. Well, we'll see who they give it to next year.
Since Ray Fiennes got ripped off at the Oscars this year.
Robbed.
He got robbed.
But he's been nominated a whole bunch of times.
Oh, yeah. No, I think he was robbed for Schindler's List.
Yeah, he was.
Yeah.
He's scary in Schindler's List. Oh, my God. He's like someone you would never want to meet.
Nope.
Well, I mean, he's a Nazi. Do you ever want to meet a Nazi?
No.
Maybe punch one, but never meet one.
Yeah, always punch one. Always.
All right.
I think that's it for mine.
There you go. All right, Fitz, what do you got?
Okay, this one was a first-time watch recently. This movie came out in the 80s. I actually found this. It's a slower burn, but I found it quite entertaining. Especially there's a twist at the end that I was not ready for. I thought the movie was over. But I picked up Presumed Innocent.
I actually have that movie.
So this was great. This is a
That is a
this
good
is
movie.
a courtroom drama.
Yeah.
Harrison Ford. It's got a great cast. Bonnie Bedelia plays his wife. She was um, Holly McClane in the Die Hard movies.
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
so she's great in this.
Miss Gennaro.
Okay, so he's a high-powered, or not high-powered. He is a assistant district attorney for the state of New York, and one of his colleagues is found murdered. And you get a little sense of there's a history with the two of them. So his boss asked him to head up the investigation on this, and he should have pulled away and recused himself, taking himself out of the situation, but he didn't and continued on. So evidence starts coming in, and it comes to find out that not everybody knows, but they do have a history. His wife knows, but yeah, it's once again, it's a crime courtroom drama with a little whodunit, which is fantastic. I love those kind of movies. Great performance by Harrison Ford. Wonderful performance by Bonnie Bedelia. Ryan Dennehy is great in this. Oh, I forgot about him, but yeah, he plays his boss. He's the district attorney up for re-election, and he's trying to make all this look good for him and stuff. So it's a great courtroom drama. It's a little bit of slow burn. Mike, if you've never seen it, give it a chance. It's wonderful. It's a fantastic movie. Like I said, it had a twist at the end that I was not ready for. And like I said, I thought the movie was over. It was so good. It was so good. Yeah. So definitely check out Presumed Innocent. Like I said, I first time watch recently, and I'm so mad that I waited so long. Came out in 1990. Only available on DVD. Another one only available on DVD.
Actually,
but,
check this out, Fish. There's actually a combo. It's today, because of this thing, I found one online, and it's a combo of Presumed Innocent and Frantic. And I was like, I think I'm gonna snag that.
I need to find that. I will definitely.
I thought for sure you'd have that tonight. I'm like,
no, I don't. It's crazy. It's like I said, I just watched this, so I just, it flew under my radar. I mean, I knew about it, but it wasn't something that I was like gravitating towards. So I
definitely want to rewatch it. You got me all jazzed up.
Oh my god, it's so good. Rewatch it. Oh my god, it was great. It was great. Like I said, great performances by everybody in it. Wonderful movie.
Fish.
So yeah.
Who's the studio who owns it?
Isn't that
Please
Paramount?
hope it's not a Disney. Please hope it's not Disney.
I don't think it's Disney.
Hold on, I've got it pulled up on my.
And Huck, was that combo pack? Was it a DVD pack then?
No, it was a Blu-ray combo pack. Yeah, there was. Well, I get this one left in stock. It was $30, and it was like $30 or something like that. So
imagine that.
Yeah. So it's 15 for two movies. So I convinced myself that was a good deal.
15 for two. Yeah. I like your logic. I like your reasoning there. I pull things from out my ass sometimes when I'm justifying buying a movie.
Oh well, the next one I'm
like, well, it's one of your favorites, and I probably won't ever get a.
I know. Oh my god.
So
I can't tell who.
Oh, that's fine.
But yeah, no, definitely check it out. It's fantastic. I really enjoyed it. It's a slower burn, but pays off in the end. It really does.
I will be right back, guys. You guys keep on continuing. I'm just going in the back to my room.
All right, then.
It's literally right behind me.
All right. So yeah, I gotta check that one out. I'm like, I have a growing list of movies I need to watch.
And that's why I love these. Like everybody brings a little something.
I know they need to do a Harrison Ford box set. Just give me a collection together.
They need to do a Harrison Ford, all his films in 4K box set.
And so it's
that would be so expensive though. Oh my god! I'll take Blu-ray.
I would buy it. I would buy it.
So Fish, it's actually Warner Brothers.
Oh, is it Warner? Okay.
Yeah.
So come on with that archive.
I mean, Warner. That's two. It's two right there.
Yeah, come on, Warner Brothers.
Oh my
or
gosh,
Warner
hold on.
Archive.
What's crazy is like I have it pulled up on my tablet and it says Warner Brothers right there.
There you go. Yeah.
Well,
Oh, Raul
this
one-
Julia. Yeah. that looks
But yeah, Mike, definitely, if anybody hasn't seen it, chat, audience, Mike, check it out. It's really good.
This is what I was going to show you guys earlier, but I had to get it.
Ooh, that
Oh, there you
little
go.
autograph right there.
Nice.
I'm trying not to get it to glare.
And Harrison signed it up top. Nice.
Oh,
Yep.
wow, that's very nice.
Hell
Yeah,
yeah. Hell yeah.
I bought this off eBay for $100.
That's a good deal.
That's not it's not a bad price.
Yeah,
Really,
I'm glad I got it because after Carrie Fisher passed, it went up in price.
Oh, I'll bet.
Oh, you got it. You got it before that. Nice.
Yep.
Heck yeah. Oh yeah. That's why I said great price. Yeah.
All right, Huck, what do you got?
All right. Now, Fish, you've inspired me. I was sticking to everything physically that I had to show, but there is one I love more than everything sitting here. And you know where I'm going with this. It is an out of print Blu-ray. It kills me I don't have this one in my collection. Oh, you have it? Wait, is that gonna be your last one?
No.
Okay.
I
is it?
picked it up just in case you did something.
Oh, hang on. There it is. Working Girl. Oh, there it is. Oh, Fish. Is that the one with the
It's
Chinese
a
writing?
Japanese import.
Oh, Japanese import. And is it good?
Yeah. Yeah. Looks great. Yeah.
Yeah, because
Hold on, guys.
I've thought about getting that a few times, but I didn't know. Like, is the menu all in Japanese or
I can't remember. No, I don't think so.
because that's
I mean, all the writing on
Yeah, all
here
the
is
writing is.
Japanese, but
and
no, I think it's a like a regular Blu-ray. I mean, I just watched it recently, so
Yeah.
yeah.
and it's
Yeah. No, it says Region A, 20th Century Fox, everything.
All
I mean,
right.
it's got like Japanese like writing on the Blu-ray, but I think it's like this regular play
Yeah.
menu. Everything's
Good,
in English,
good.
but yeah, I
'Cause
picked
that's-
this up. Yeah,
That's the
yeah.
only
I
affordable
was
way.
tired of waiting.
Yeah, that's the only affordable way to pick that up. So
Yeah,
now
yeah,
that
no,
you have
absolutely.
it-
It's totally worth it. It's worth it.
all right.
Yeah.
So the reason
continue
I love
on,
this,
Huckster.
Mike, if you haven't seen it, it's have you seen it? I think you have. So it's a romantic comedy, and man, and Sigourney Weaver is this boss lady who's a real bee, man. And Melanie Griffith works for her, and she does all this amazing work to get the firm. What are they? Is it? It's not a law firm. No, it's a real estate thing, right? Or they build stuff. Right? Are they like a contractor kind of thing?
Well, I can't remember. I can't remember what it's mergers and acquisitions.
Okay, there you go. So okay, and so
Like
she's
corporations coming together and stuff.
so all of her smart ideas get scooped up by Sigourney, and she takes all the credit. And Harrison Ford is this guy that also works in an opposing thing, and they're always trying to deal with things together. And then Sigourney goes out of town to go on a ski trip, and then Melanie Griffith has to take over, and that's when she meets Harrison Ford, and there becomes a little love interest going on there, which is an adorable like relationship. I just love it. And dude, like again, we're talking about Harrison doing comedy, and this isn't like your crazy wacky comedy. This is your nice, subtle, romantic comedy that's perfect in his wheelhouse for that kind of thing. And God, I just freaking love this movie. I remember it was just on like HBO one night or Max. I was just like, I'm gonna watch this. Just a couple minutes. 2 hours later, I was like,
Right, you watched the whole thing, yeah.
I literally got sucked in. I was like,
it's such a good movie.
yeah. I was like, how do I not own
Mike
this movie?
Mills.
Mike
I
Nichols,
must
there
have
you
the
go.
Blu-ray of that.
And it's super charming. And I just hope now that you can confirm that that's a good purchase.
Yeah, it's okay. Yeah, I enjoy it. Yeah, absolutely. It looks great. It looks great.
Perfect.
But yeah,
must
no,
have
if
a
you've never
Blu-ray
seen
of
it, check it
that.
out. It's fun. Yeah, Harrison Ford does comedy subtly, like Huck said. It's very, it's there. It's not like over the top, like 6 Days and 7 Nights.
Yeah,
It's,
yeah.
it's very in tune with what the movie is, and
Mhm.
it's a great
I
movie.
think this is gonna be.
It's got a
I
great
love I
ending.
love Melanie Griffith.
Oh, she's
I
very
think
now.
she was nominated for
Yeah,
this, and Sigourney
they
was
both were.
too.
Yeah,
Yeah. So yeah.
Again, no Harrison Ford, but
Right,
But the
exactly.
two girls.
Supporting,
is there like a thing against Harrison Ford being good? I don't know.
I don't know. I don't know.
Yeah,
I see people just. I don't know. I don't know if the Academy just thinks of him as Indy or Han and can't see past that. You know.
That's what
well,
they must
that's the
think.
thing is once he got past that, he kills it as the president in Air Force One, as the fugitive. So
Right.
he's accepted out of those things, just somehow not dramatically.
Right.
Like
Right.
he's accepted as long as he's still a little bit of an action hero.
Right.
We'll take it, you know. But all right,
yeah.
there you go.
But yeah, no,
Working Girl,
Working Girl.
baby. For those
So
who
good.
haven't
Great
seen
choice. Great choice. That's one of my. That's in my top 5 as well. But it wasn't one I was going to pick because I was wondering who else might do something because my last one is something that I watched recently. So
Okay, asking. So he said
it's a Region A.
Oh, there you go. Nice.
So it's
I actually think I have the Blu-ray of that, but it's not like a whatchamacallit one. I think I found it at a used store one day.
You
Nice.
did? That's a score,
See,
dude.
Lucky dog. 'Cause that thing, that Fox Blu-ray from like US, crazy amounts of money on eBay. So I just went with the
Really?
Japanese
it's like $100
version,
bucks.
so,
Oh
yeah.
my God.
So I just went with the Japanese version. I'm like, F it. It's Region A. I'll check it out. So
And Fish, don't you think this one is ripe for a Kino redo? Like
for
Kino
sure.
Lorber
Right
on
up their
4K?
alley. Oh, this is right up Kino's alley. Oh,
I
for
mean,
yeah,
sure.
I keep
Kino.
holding
yeah.
up waiting to see if that's going to happen. But
I mean,
I'm
if they're gonna, where is it? If they're gonna do Born Yesterday with Melanie Griffith and Don Johnson, you can get some Working Girl in there.
Come on.
You know what you doing?
Yeah. And make sure it's a 4K though.
Oh yeah, that'd be great. But yeah,
I
There you
don't
go,
want I don't want Blu-ray. I want 4K.
we're not. Well, everybody's not as lucky as you and I to have a Blu-ray copy.
that's right. Yeah, I know. Like I would be happy, especially if it's a Blu-ray with new special features and stuff.
Oh yeah, that
I
would
would be
be
happy
nice.
if that's all they come up with. I will take that.
Oh yeah.
All right. So, Huck, what do you got?
I did. Working
Oh,
Girl.
that was yours? Oh, okay. I thought
I'm sorry, I was speaking so passionately
I
about
know.
it.
Yeah.
You're holding it up so much. I'm like, oh, that has to be.
Fish and I are disconnected at the head.
I don't
Exactly,
Yeah.
that's what I was saying. I was like, Huck and I are going to be right here all night long.
Yeah.
Just
There you
that's
go.
down here. You guys are good. It's all good.
All right. Wow.
So there you go. Whoop.
Okay. So we got 4 rounds done. We have
Oh, Mike,
our final
so
round.
what do you think, Mike? So I know you love rom-coms. You always say you
I
love
do.
a good rom.
I
Have
love
you
it.
seen-
I'm a hopeless romantic. Absolutely.
Have you seen this one yet?
I have not. No.
Paramount Plus it, baby.
I'm telling you, like Harrison Ford titles besides the major franchise blockbuster stuff, I don't know how I missed this stuff. Like, did a lot of it come out in the 90s? Probably, I'm guessing then, right?
Oh,
80s,
90s.
90s.
Yeah, that's why. Yeah.
This
So
is
that
an
was
80s
before my time. I was a little baby in the 90s watching like Disney movies. So unless it was 2000s, I probably have not seen. Or
Yeah.
it gets a 4K.
That's where a lot of his greatest work was.
Absolutely.
80s, 90s. Yeah.
Yeah, this was 88. So
That's why. Especially if it hasn't come out the 4K or Steelbook since then I haven't even heard of it till now. Till now, that's why we did this.
I grabbed a DVD that I think Mike might like.
we'll save it because that's your pick.
I am.
So Fish, remember Joan Cusack's in that with the big
Oh,
hair.
fantastic. Oh my God, fantastic.
Dude, like,
Fantastic, Joan Cusack.
Out to here. It's hilarious.
I have 80s hair. It's
Yeah.
this is like full on 80s hair, makeup, clothes,
Yeah.
everything. It is great. It's great. I forgot. How could I forget?
She's
Get
delightful.
you anything, Mr. Trainer? Coffee, tea, me?
Me?
She's so good in this. Oh yeah.
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 I gotta go
That
watch it.
one's not even streaming anywhere, huh?
No,
Was
it's
it
not.
not?
What? Not even on Paramount?
Is it?
I mean,
Is
it's
it
a
on
Fox
Paramount?
title.
Let us
You would
know.
think
Oh, is
Hulu or
it Fox?
something. Yeah.
We're screwed. We're never gonna get it on 4K.
Once again, Sony, come on, Sony.
Damn it. All right, I'm gonna get that Blu-ray then.
Lost the time there.
Yeah.
But yeah.
That's okay. I'll just do a Hut custom and I'll swap out that artwork and print up the real, the American artwork.
The American version, yeah, because everything in the back is Japanese. I can't read any of it. Like the rundown of the movie, like the synopsis and everything's Japanese.
I got you covered. I'll make the artwork. I'll send it to you. We'll print it. It'll be good.
All right. So number 5, I'm pretty much out of movies at this point, unless I keep pulling Indiana Jones stuff or Star Wars stuff.
Hey, it's all good. We love it.
Oh, that is okay. I will pull his most recent performance, and we did a whole stream on this one, Huck.
Yeah.
Here we go. Yes, America, Brave New
Hey,
World.
where's the movie?
There you go. Harrison Ford, Red Hulk. He was the best part of the movie. Best part by far.
I'll give you that.
Yeah, and I didn't know if he was going to be able to take over that role, but he actually did a really good job with it. So
you gotta have a physical release.
Oh, well,
no,
they haven't come out with it yet. This is all I have to work with. Okay,
all right,
I will get the 4K when it does. Well, it depends. I mean, it might be like 100 or 150 now, but we'll see. But eventually, I will pick it up. But yes. Harrison Ford, Red Hulk, best part of the movie. Would have been even better if we didn't know what was going to happen with all the marketing, of course. That could have been a really cool moment.
See, that's why I don't watch trailers. I still haven't seen it yet. Brave New World, I haven't seen it yet.
I mean, if you avoid the trailer, it's all in the posters. Like, everywhere.
I'm working literally on the popcorn. I didn't look at the poster either.
I don't know how you missed that stuff. Well, anyway,
I even worked it. I mean, like we had it upstairs where I work, and I was just avoiding looking at it because, of course, I want to watch it. It's a Marvel movie, so. But yeah,
you're not missing much, Fish. I'm gonna be straight up. You're not missing too much.
Well, I mean, coming from like most Marvel movies recently,
But
I'm pretty easy on Marvel and superhero movies, and this one's just
I know you're a superhero guy, so okay.
I will say I am very excited for Thunderbolts. It looks like a good time.
Yeah, they should put Harrison Ford in that one too.
No, he's not. He's not in that one.
I know they should. That's what I'm saying. Let's go.
But tickets went on sale for that today.
Yeah.
I'm going to be buying mine in a few days. All right. Sorry, Mike.
Yeah. I will not be buying mine in a few days. I will buy it when I walk up to the box office, and I guarantee you I'll have any pick of the seats in the theater.
Yeah. Me too.
Nobody goes to the theaters anymore.
I was happy to hear that.
Tell me about it.
Minecraft was packing houses. I didn't get because I went to a very early screening, so mine was not packed. But now I kind of wish I would have waited just to have a communal experience because I haven't experienced that since like Barbie, which was phenomenal in the theater.
The last movie.
I know you didn't like, but I mean, just the experience of it, like because the crowd was crazy,
Right.
The last movie that I went to that was completely full was Dune Part 2. Every single seat was full. I had to sit right up front.
Really? Wow.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I've done that for one movie, and never again.
That's why
it was on IMAX, and I was like this.
Yeah.
That's why I don't wait to buy my tickets. I'm like, I'm not going to be stuck doing that again.
Yeah.
It was Prometheus too, and I was like,
oh, I know that's visual too. You got to see the whole thing.
Yeah, with my theaters, it's like I can have any seat. No one is there. I don't know how my theater's still in business. I don't know how they do it.
You, Mike, it's all about you.
I know. I get that popcorn money. Get my nice drink every time.
And you just added a third person, so like we got it now. That's another ticket.
Yep, there you go.
See, that's why I'm lucky I go by myself. The girls don't care. They don't want to go. Although Brooke does want to go see Minecraft, but with her friends. So
I'm going to go see Accountant 2 early. They're doing an early screening on the last day that you can do your taxes. So I'm going to go see it that day. And then I said, Mom, you can go see it next week by yourself. I'm just seeing it by myself.
What? You said no. You're not
Poor
bringing your
mom.
mom along. What?
Throw her under the bus.
Well, she didn't want to see it. She didn't want to see it in 4K and the 4K format theater, like
Mm.
where there's speakers underneath your seat. And it
Oh,
shines.
the 4D.
Yeah,
4DX. Yeah.
that's how I'm seeing it.
Okay.
There you go. Oh, that makes sense. A lot of people don't like that.
All right, Dave. Final round. What's
Oh.
your 5th Ford pick?
Come on, Dave.
All
What
right.
you got?
I think Mike will like this one.
I know what
Hopefully
you're pulling. Go ahead.
Hopefully nobody saw it when I accidentally showed it.
I'm ready for you.
Yeah,
Haven't seen
baby.
it. I've not seen it yet. So
Morning Glory. All
Morning
right.
Glory.
I have to rewatch this one, but it's got Rachel McAdams,
McAdams. Yep.
Harrison Ford, Diane Keaton, and I guess Harrison Ford and Diane Keaton are like news reporters or something.
Yep.
And I'm trying to remember what else it is about.
Rachel McAdams wants to move up in the world of production.
Okay,
She wants to get
she's
into
the
that world.
producer. Yeah.
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 So
Okay,
she's
now
trying
I
to produce
remember.
the show.
Thank you.
Yeah.
Thank you. And you know what's funny? This is Paramount. Paramount, where's a 4K or even a Blu-ray?
Yeah, we got the
Oh,
Blu-ray.
it's got the Blu-ray.
Oh,
So you got the Blu-ray.
okay, then Paramount.
They had a bunch of these at Big Lots. That's where I picked this up with Big
Okay.
Lots.
Oh,
And I loved it. I'm with you, Dave. This is a very charming movie. I didn't know
It's
about
fun.
it.
It's endearing. Yeah.
It's very
yeah, it's
cute.
a charming movie. It's a rom-com, isn't it?
Yeah.
Yeah,
Kind
that's
of.
what I figured.
Yeah,
I
because
figured-
she's got a thing with the, and then Harrison Ford and Diane have a thing. And yeah. It's
Yep.
very funny.
I figured Mike would like this one because it's a rom-com.
He's got that TV personality, and he treats her like she's less than because she's just a producer. And
Yeah,
I love the dynamic between him and Rachel McAdams. It's a lot of fun. Yeah.
yeah, it is. I gotta give this a rewatch though. I think I watched it maybe 2 years ago.
There you go.
there
There
you
you
go.
go.
Paramount.
So
So
Paramount
I'll
Plus.
have to rewatch it. But Paramount, if you're watching the stream, put it out on 4K. And same with all you other studios.
We need Harrison in 4K all the time.
Always.
Yep. Harrison always looks better in 4K.
All right, Fish.
Okay, well, my last one was another first-time watch recently, and I really enjoyed this. And he is not the main character, but he has a lot to do with the story and the plot and everything about it. And I really enjoyed this. It was a tearjerker. It's a family movie. It was so good for me. Extraordinary Measures.
Oh, yes. I just saw that.
Oh God,
It's
this
so
was
good.
so good. It's got Brendan Fraser, and I this was a point in time where I missed Fraser, Brendan's work. It's got Kerry Russell, who I love. But this is a story about a family. It's Brendan Fraser and Kerry Russell, and it's about a family whose youngest children are have this rare disease that has no cure, and they're living day to day, and it's rough, and their struggles and everything. But Brendan is doing research on his own, trying to find something, and he finds that there's a doctor in Nebraska, played by Harrison Ford, who is doing research on his own to kind of help with the disease that his kids have. And so he reaches out, and he never hears back because Harrison is such a scientific mind in this movie that he is just so focused and nothing around him matters but what's the problem in front of him. And but Brendan reaches out and finally meets him and gets him to come on board to help. He kind of does it in a shifty kind of way to get him to come on board with him. Makes him a promise of this exorbitant amount of money for the research and everything to help him fund it. And but Harrison turns around and he comes on board, and it's a fantastic movie. It's so good, so heartfelt, wonderful family film. I really enjoyed this movie. I have to go find it now on Blu-ray or something.
I actually
Yeah.
have a Blu-ray copy of it. I got it.
So beautiful performances. Brendan Fraser is wonderful. Kerry Russell is fantastic, and Harrison Ford is Harrison Ford, and it's great. They go up against big pharma, trying to get them to invest and stuff, and it's just a wonderful movie. It's a great movie. So definitely check it out, audience, Mike, Hub, anybody who hasn't seen it. So yeah, that's my last recommendation. I watched this actually last night for the first time, and it jumped onto my list. So yeah.
I actually have that movie on Blu-ray. I found it at a used store for $4.
Nice. Heck yeah.
Can I just show something off real quick? This is a Disney movie, but I think it's Disney, but this is a pretty good movie with Harrison Ford and Josh Hartnett.
Yeah. Hollywood Homicide.
Yep.
It's not good. It's not good, but it's fun. So River Phoenix was my 80s crush. Josh Hartnett was my 90s crush. So at that movie, even though it's not good at all,
yeah, it's
has
not
a special
good,
place
but
in my heart.
It's fun.
It's fun. It's fun. It's
not fun.
I'm so curious about that one now.
Even Harrison Ford doesn't.
He hates that movie. Trust me, I know. Yeah.
Really? Wow.
Look, this is the one. Here's the funny thing about this movie. This is the movie that proves no one cared about Josh Hartnett at the time. And it's funny because for me too, I'm like, this guy just isn't clicking. But what I love is that Josh Hartnett is having a comeback because everything he's doing now, I love him. I love Trump. I love was it Operation Fortune?
Operation Fortune. Yeah, great match. Yeah.
He was in Oppenheimer. I'm like, yeah, give me more Josh Hartnett. He's got a new movie coming out. I'm ready to go. It's because we weren't ready to say yes to Hartnett in the 90s, but we want him now. And I'm all in.
I'm still ready for Hartnett.
Yeah, sure.
I really like him in Trap. I really like him in Trap.
Oh, so good.
I enjoyed his performance in Trap. The movie, not so much.
I really enjoyed the movie too. I brought my daughter too because we saw the trailer during Twisters, and she's like, I'm like, you want to go see that? She's like, yeah. So it was fun.
But
I enjoyed it with the first ending. Maybe even the second ending. Yeah, but you got a third ending, and I'm like, you lost me. What is this, Clue? This is what really could have happened. Right? No, this is what really happened. No, I'm like, no, I'm done.
But this is the main reason why I bought it. If you can see it, $4.
There you go. What'd you think of it?
I enjoyed some parts of it.
Parts is parts.
I will say, I'll take parts. Hartnett's part.
Caveman, The Fugitive was mentioned already.
Yeah,
that was a little bit early on.
I let Dave take it.
Yep. All right, Huck.
All right. Are we doing anything? No honorable mentions or anything. This is it, right?
No, go for it. Bust it out. If you got some choices, let's see them.
I was gonna say for Jordan out there, I'm just throwing this up for Jordan. He said Frisco Kid, so I'm just throwing that up for Jordan. Frisco Kid. It's actually after Han Solo. Jordan. This was 1979, so this has been I think his first movie right after playing Han Solo. But yeah, fun little comedy. Not my pick, so I'm just gonna get rid of it.
I that's still one of the ones I need to buy with him.
Yeah. And then, of course, two other really early performances from him. So I'm not going to quite pick these, but you got The Conversation, where he was a really wicked little character. And Bob Falfa in American Graffiti. This was his major first role. And after this, he got Star Wars. So two pivotal movies. And I didn't know he was in The Conversation. This was even.
I didn't either. When I pulled up Harrison Ford movies because I was wanting to watch something different or something new, because I knew I hadn't seen them all. The Conversation came up, and I'm like, I mean,
Yeah.
that just came out on 4K, and you know, I got all the treatments and all the goodies
Yeah.
with, you know,
Yeah,
Gene
it's a-
Hackman. And I was like,
And
what?
he's a shifty dude in this movie too. And this is
So-
before Star Wars. I was like, oh, I like that
So-
performance.
So
Yeah.
I have a question about the conversation. I watched a trailer of it because I was thinking about getting the Lionsgate limited edition, but I decided not to. So I'm gonna wait, and hopefully they'll put another version out, and it will be a little bit cheaper.
So, Dave, I do not like that movie at
Did you
all.
like the conversation?
Yeah.
No, for me, it's a bad movie. It's
Yeah.
super boring.
It's
like,
really slow.
super slow. Like,
Because
a
I love,
snail's
because
pace.
yeah, just prior to this, I watched French Connection, and that's a nail biter, and it moves and all that. And then this came out shortly after. If you get it, Dave, just get this. It's just,
Just get that.
it's just a regular Blu-ray, and dude, it's loaded with special features.
All
I got
right.
this off of eBay for like probably under $15. And after seeing it, I would never get the new loaded
The big box. And
that $50. No way.
Right.
No, never.
Never.
anyway.
Okay.
See,
then
I've started to come to the point where like I'm holding those like 50, 60, you
Yeah.
know, $100 purchase for my favorite movies. Like
It has to be.
so that bad boy right there, that
Oh,
never ending story.
man.
Yeah.
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 So I've kind of, I'll wait, and if it doesn't come, if it doesn't have, you know, Blu-ray.
But
good
I just
enough
wanted to throw out
sometimes.
some of those side loves. But since no one got to this one, this is near and dear. Of course, wearing the shirt. I'm going to put the trilogy on the map, Mike. And we'll go Raiders of the Lost Ark is my favorite Harrison Ford movie. I kind of can't believe this wasn't picked. I left it off the list for others to pick. But now that I got to it, I did have other ones that I could pull. But in my heart, this is the one. You know, we got the whole trilogy represented. That's right. It's only a trilogy. It's not a quadrilogy or yeah. I mean, I don't need to tell you about the plot of this movie.
trilogy.
Everybody knows. Yeah, archaeologist battles Nazis, and they melt at the end. It's so good.
No, I totally agree. Fantastic. I mean, we were doing like best of, but also kind of a recommendation. So I was kind of trying to stay away from like the franchise because I think most of us have seen those, and I was trying to pull out from like lesser known titles that you know, people wouldn't like normally see. You know, so
I have. Oh, go ahead, Fish.
Oh no, I was kind of almost done. I was like you know, like regarding Henry and stuff like that. I mean, Ghost, you know, I feel like some of us have, but I mean, I know Mike is more of like the action adventure kind of guy, so I kind of wanted to bring a little more drama and you know other things to
comedy.
This.
I got that.
Right, a little different because everybody knows Harrison is, you know, Han and Indy.
Yeah.
And very few know him as the dramatic or the comedic actor that he is glorious as. So, yeah, no.
If they had season 1 of what's that show, The Shrinking Out?
Yeah,
I would definitely bring that over here as an honorable mention.
Oh, she's great in Shrinking. Yeah, he's terrific.
But whatchamacallit refuses to put stuff out on.
Is it Apple?
Yeah.
It's Apple.
Yeah, it's Apple TV Plus. Yeah.
But I have 3 recommendations here. Here's the first one. Sorry if it's a little wrinkly. That's how it came.
Oh yeah, but I got you right here. I was just about to say
Navarone?
Force 10 from Navarone. It's
Yep.
got Robert Shaw from Jaws in this, as well
And
as Harrison
then-
Ford.
And then this one here.
Okay. Sabrina. All right.
Yep. And then this is the last one. It's got Brad Pitt in it. Very good movie.
That's okay.
I thought it was good. I thought it was good with Brad Pitt.
I need to give it a rewatch.
Okay, so I think what killed it for most people is the accent that Brad Pitt had.
Yeah, I will say the accent.
He's supposed to be Irish, you know.
Yeah, I didn't like the accent for him in that movie, but I dealt with it, so I'm like, it's good overall.
Well, you know, kind of like I don't like the accent that Kevin Costner's trying to portray in Robin Hood, Prince of Thieves, but I deal with it, you know.
Oh, Oh, Robin Hood, Prince of Thieves is a masterpiece. I'm
That is
sorry.
a fun movie. That is a fun movie. See, I look at it this way, Fish. He actually isn't trying to do an accent. Robin Hood's trying to do an accent sometimes. I'm like, haha, I like where he's going with this. And that's how I tell myself. Yeah.
All right. You know,
And
I just lose myself in the world, and I just
There you go.
totally forego like the lack of accent or the muddled. Yeah. But, I mean,
But
Christian Slater went all in though.
Ah, Christian was great. Mike, you
Well,
have any? Do you have any honorable mentions? Or
Honorable-
have you
No,
tapped
I
your
do
stat?
not. That's all I had. That's all I had.
Come on,
Well,
Mike. You of all people don't have Cowboys versus
I
Aliens.
don't. I do
What?
not. I've
I
never
want to
seen it.
get that. I want
I'm
to get
telling
that
you,
4K.
just the Harrison Ford filmography is a total
Yeah.
blind spot for me.
Hey,
wanna
well,
get
I'm
that
glad we did
4K.
this then. I'm glad we did this because
Yeah.
you know he's got some great movies that aren't just the franchises.
Absolutely, Fish. Let's go.
All right,
baby.
is the Cowboys and Aliens any good though?
It's okay.
I
Oh.
enjoy it. I think it's good.
I mean, well, the thing is, remember, we like different things. You might find it's fun. It's like an alien cowboy movie that's
yeah, that's how
kind
I
of
look
it's
at
kind
it.
of crazy, you know. It's not, and it's got your our boy Clancy Brown in there. He's always a good time. And
In Daniel Craig in that one.
yeah, and Daniel
Yeah,
Craig.
Daniel
Daniel
Craig.
Craig's actually the lead. Harrison's kind
Oh,
of the
okay,
coach.
okay.
Harrison's
I
the
haven't
coach.
seen it myself either, so
Yeah, it's worth a watch. You know,
Yeah,
check it out.
I think it's a fun watch.
You might actually come back and go, Huck, it's a masterpiece. What are
right.
you
It might,
talking
it
about?"
might take
No,
over Shazam
no.
too. I don't,
It
you know.
could.
Hey, hey, calm down now. Let's be real. Let's
Yeah.
be real.
I think
He's like,
I
"Take it
think
easy."
I think Mike might think it's a masterpiece because he seems to like a lot of those obscure, weird movies.
Shazam 2 is a masterpiece. Let's get that correct.
I've
okay?
never even
It's a
seen it,
masterpiece.
so I'm not even gonna.
Oh,
say
see,
it.
there you go.
It's got Rachel Zegler before she ruined her career.
But one thing I'm gonna give a mention out to. I'm not gonna try to dig over to my Blu-ray section because I got stuff in the way of my shelf, so I can't even get to it. But I'm gonna mention 1923.
TV show.
Yes.
Yep.
The prequel to Yellowstone. I think it's really good. I really enjoyed the first season. My mom, who does not like Yellowstone,
Caveman.
who did not like Yellowstone, actually liked 1923.
That's
What
good.
is
He says Howard the Duck is a masterpiece.
Howard the Duck is fantastic. That is,
I
yeah.
don't even want to see that.
Oh,
See-
you guys
see?
are missing out.
See, Mike, that's what I'm saying. You love Howard the Duck, so you might love Cowboys versus Aliens.
Yes.
If it's on that level of Howard the Duck and
You're like the
Shazam
over the
2,
top
that's
and
like,
yeah.
Yeah, it's like over the top action.
Maybe the aliens are ducks. I can't remember.
But I got when the second season of 1923 comes out, I'm gonna be watching that when it comes out on Blu-ray. It just ended on Paramount Plus, but I recommend season 1 to everyone. Check it out.
well, there we go.
That's great because I'm very lacking when it comes to the Western genre. I really am. I enjoyed Deadwood. It's like I enjoyed McClintock growing up as a kid. So I mean, like there's some aspects and some things, but yeah, I'm very lacking in the Western.
Yeah, same here. I'm very lacking in the Westerns, and I'm looking forward to getting the 2 Western Clint Eastwood movies this month. I would have gotten the Arrow Video UK
Collection.
box set, but it got delayed till next month.
All right. Well, let's go ahead and land this plane here.
All
I think
right,
we
I'm
gave
sorry.
some really great Harrison Ford recommendations. No, we got a ton of movies out there for everybody, a lot of different genres. I know my watch list is a mile long now, so we'll see what I decide to watch first. Hopefully I choose a good one though. So I want to watch more.
Start out. I would say start out with one more more dramatic roles, and then if you do like a double feature, do one of his comedies, so you end on a kind of a happier note, that you're not so bummed down about that. But yeah, I'm glad.
Huck,
I'm glad we did.
One question, Huck. Tomorrow is the morning mug. The morning mug happening.
I will let you know when it gets around to me.
All right, well, take it away, Huck. What do you got to tell the audience?
Well, what do you know? Tomorrow morning, everybody. Anyway, Mike, thanks for doing this Harrison Ford thing. I'm a big fan, so thanks for reaching out. And great picks, everybody. Good job, Fish. I knew somehow we keep it in that sort of obscure area, which was fun too. Look at that. But tomorrow morning, I do have the morning mug. I haven't even started working on it, so wish me luck for tomorrow. And yeah, it starts at 8 a.m. our time here on the West Coast, 8 night to 11 o'clock on the East Coast. So joining me for that.
I will definitely be there.
And I got a couple of movie reviews that I dropped for Minecraft and for Hell of a Summer.
I watched that one.
Ooh. Did you watch the review or you watched the movie?
No, I watched your review. I was like, ooh, ow.
Oh, okay. I'll talk to you about that one.
Yeah.
So check out those reviews. And
I
then,
just gave you a like on the video.
Oh, thanks, man. And then I got some big things coming up. I've been talking to some people in the movie community. The movie I did, Steel Frontier, back in the 90s, was from a company called PM Entertainment. And this one guy he's a super fan of their filmography. So like if you're a fan of Roger Corman or Full Moon or B
movies,
yeah, so he's a fan of that B movie action. So there's a podcast that I was on recently that I've promoted twice on the Morning Mug. I'll do it again tomorrow, so you can check that out.
I still gotta watch.
And then the company from overseas reached out to me today on the phone and said, "We heard you have exclusive stuff, and we would like to get it."
Oh, you're
so, stuff. They let the chicken man loose with a camera on the set, and this was before like DVDs and
right.
footage and all. And I was just shooting everything because I was so excited to be there.
Absolutely.
And now I've got like this half hour worth of stuff that we're gonna work out a deal, and he is super excited. Talk to him for about a half hour on the phone, and then some other goodies, but I'm gonna save that for when it actually comes around. I can't tell you what that is, but it's going to be awesome.
Hey.
I still got to watch the podcast or listen to the podcast.
Yeah, it's a good one, man. So yeah, so thanks, Mike.
A Fish, what do you got going on?
Oh, just before the stream, I dropped a February-March collection update. So please go check it out.
Yeah.
February was not so much, but trust me, I made up for it in March. So, buddy, sales.
So many sales.
But yeah, definitely check that out. Thank you, Mike, very much for having me. I always have a fun time when I do streams on your channel. Everybody's fantastic. Dave, Huck, great. Harrison, always fantastic. But
Josh Hart.
But yeah, I really enjoyed this. I'm glad that I was able to pull some stuff out of his filmography that people haven't heard of or haven't seen in a while and want to go revisit. So I'm glad about that because he's not just Han Solo. He's not just Indiana Jones. He's not just president. He's more than that. And he's a fantastic actor that deserves all the accolades that are given to actors, which he hasn't gotten. But
yeah,
I just want to say thank you very much, Mike. I've had a wonderful time. Me and Harrison. So thank you.
All right, Dave.
All right. So I haven't really put out any videos, but last month I did put out my February and March pickups. So please, everyone, if you get a chance, go check it out. And there is something I really liked that I got with my tax return, and I finally just finished it.
Tax return? What's that?
And I showed it off in the video. So Huck already knows what it is. So, and then I'm planning on doing a review after I go see The Accountant 2.
Perfect, man.
I'm
I'm
gonna see
excited
that
for
too.
that. So, audience, a few things from me. Everybody's channel links are in the description below. Please go show them some love. Go to the channel and not only click subscribe, but actually watch the content. That's the most important part. Watch the content, enjoy, because these guys have fantastic video content out there. And you guys love movies, so simple as that.
One more thing I was going to say. I'm going to try to do a review if I get a ticket for the 20-year anniversary of Star Wars Episode 3, Revenge of the Sith.
Yeah.
Ooh,
Yeah.
perfect. You know what, Dave? I got to piggyback off of that right now because I'm trying to set up a stream and I don't have enough people for it yet. So if you do want to be a part of this stream, people out there, please let me know. Reach out to me on Instagram. For, May, I want to do a Star Trek versus Star Wars battle stream on my channel. So if I can get 3 players for Star Trek side, 3 players for Star Wars side, we'll have 3
I'll do
judges.
Star Wars.
There you go. So yeah, reach out to me on Instagram. We'll coordinate, and hopefully we can have an epic battle there.
I will definitely reach out to you
so
right
I
after
could
the
I could be
stream.
like a middleman if you need somebody on one or either side because I enjoy both franchises. I really do. I do. Yeah. So if you need somebody on Star Wars, I'm there. If you need somebody on Star Trek, I'm there.
I feel like you're gonna have a better time getting Star Wars people, so I'll take one of the seats in the Trek house.
Yeah, it's
So
gonna be awesome.
Yeah. So
gonna
yeah,
be
if you need a fellow Trekkie, then
there you go.
So what do you know what day you're doing it?
I never know. I always try to find people first, and then we work out the date on everybody's schedule. So
all right,
I'll get everybody into a group chat eventually once I find enough.
I will message you right after this is over.
Sounds good. Sounds good. And then last thing there, audience, physical media deals, Amazon deal video. A lot of great stuff. 4Ks that were under like $15 today. Some Blu-rays under $8. So, hey, if you think stuff's getting expensive, well, do yourself a favor and go save your money on your collecting journey and get those physical media titles when they're on sale. That's the way to build up the collection and save some money. So if you haven't checked out the deal video, once again, do yourself a favor. Go check it out and pick up some amazing titles.
I checked it out today and gave you a like.
Ooh, yes. And a reminder, once again, if you didn't hit like on this video yet, please do so.
Hit the like button.
Yep, notifications, all that good stuff. Check out the videos, have a fun time, and then go ahead and watch some Harrison Ford movies tonight. But yeah, have a good night, everybody.
Good night, everybody.
Night.